These blacks.
I used to have. Hold on, wait, one more. There we go. Okay. I used to have the. You ever see the movie Monster Squad?
No.
It's like the Goonies, but they fight monsters, like the Universal monsters.
I've never seen the Goonie either, but
What?
I just haven't seen it. But just
Wow.
to not to dismiss your reference. It
Okay.
just wouldn't help me understand.
It's about a bunch of children fighting zombies
Okay.
or monsters.
Fun.
But that's Monster Squad.
That's cool.
And,
I was gonna say that is not the Goonies.
No, they fight humans in that.
basically.
Oh,
So
really?
I don't really fight. Anyway,
Interesting.
and in the beginning, it's in the 80s. One of the kids, he's fat. He insults his bully, and the bully shoves him and says, "What'd you say, faggot? What'd you say?"
Oh, dude,
And that
starting
was-
off hot.
Wait,
that
I
was one of the drops.
Did we start?
I think so. He clapped.
Yeah,
And when he
yeah.
clapped, it meant like
Oh, I
audio.
thought he was just
No,
doing
he-
that.
no.
Just talking.
After
I
he
thought you were
clapped,
doing
everything is
Telling
now
you a
worth.
monster story?
Everything is
Oh,
now
you-
going to be really in it.
Thought I just got excited. I was like,
Yeah.
"We're ready to podcast." And
Yeah.
I started hitting
I think that's what.
I think we should address up top that Dean's wearing sunglasses.
I don't know if we have to address it. It's not that big a
We
deal.
are on camera, and you're wearing sunglasses.
That's okay.
And
He-
it's nighttime. Just so
They didn't know it
I
was
wore,
nighttime.
I wore.
It is?
Yeah, they don't know, and I
They
wore
know
these.
now?
I wore these on the way over here. I haven't really changed since I was already myself.
That's not true. You when I got in, you didn't have the sunglasses on.
For a second, they were off. I was being polite, but I really wanted them back on. you
Okay.
know? Like, I walked the whole way here, but I took them off, and I was like, I want them back on.
Okay.
Are you worried people aren't going to think it's Dean?
No, they can know it's me. I guess.
I'm not worried about that. No, I wanted to point it out because I
Okay.
think it's the first thing people will.
That's okay. They can notice.
You do have a.
I don't care what they
Yeah.
think. If they go ahead and they go, oh wow, he's wearing sunglasses, and I won't care. I don't give a shit. Yeah, I am.
Real talk.
Real talk.
There
Right,
you go.
dude.
It's real talk.
These blacks.
Hey, is that one of them?
Oh, those are the people yelling at you in the comments.
No, the blacks got my back. I think so. Black people always have my back, which is nice.
That's cool.
Wow, that's
Me
nice.
too, man.
I love
Me
black
too.
people. I mean,
Same,
not like
dude.
not. I don't mean that. I shouldn't say it in a broad way.
You love all of them?
No, that's the thing. I mean, no, I don't. You know,
There's
not
exceptions.
Everybody. I mean, I'm not
Yeah.
not in a racial way, but a lot of the black guys who I do know aren't. Not that it matters.
Yeah,
they're really
yeah.
cool guys.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
That's all I gotta say about that.
Real soul brothers.
No, I wouldn't even say. I would have stopped at what I said. I would have just said that they're really cool guys.
You know, we got to do it just because.
And I got news
Wait,
for
that's
you.
not
the
the right
wrong
one.
one.
These blacks.
Oh,
These blacks.
That's it.
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
Welcome to Yes Offense, everyone. My name's Alex Tomaselli. I'm back.
What a chaotic opening.
I know. That's how I like
Because
to
you would
do
do
it
it
like to
that.
do?
Address. Something.
Yeah, dude.
Go ahead. Sorry, do your thing.
No, no.
Okay.
Dean's here. David,
Dean David.
as we've already said.
Not
Alex
to be
Pischera
confused
is
with the.
Hello.
back. I think this is the third time you guys have done it together, maybe.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes, it definitely is.
Great.
Because we did one
Now we
time
know.
in the apartment. we one time in each of our apartments, both of mine, none of yours.
That's true. You guys wouldn't come over to mine, I don't think, to do it.
I don't think so.
If you invited us,
No.
Well, if you said is the only way.
I'd be such a
You were
drama
bedridden?
queen, you know. Bedridden. I mean, I was thinking about that today. Honestly, I was really tired. I was like, damn, dude, going all the way to Brooklyn's gonna be such an exhausting thing.
Sunglasses. Makes
Yeah.
sense.
And I'm drained, dude. I mean, I'm drained of energy, you know. That's really what it is. I had a pretty fucking stupid night. Bad night.
What'd you do?
what happened?
Did a spot, hung out with people, left angry.
Why?
Yeah, why? What happened?
What'd you do to get angry?
I got drunk and then I don't know. I think I just made a bigger deal about nothing.
Okay.
Story
know.
as old as time, my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
it
happens.
was pretty. I don't know. I don't feel.
Do you want to talk about it or?
There's no way to talk about it without just immediately making myself seem like such a piece of shit. So
Maybe don't bring that up on a
But I
podcast.
I mean, yeah, I guess
Yeah.
not. I guess you're
I
right.
don't know.
I guess true. Well,
I mean, unless you want to seem.
I'll
like
tell you
an
this:
asshole.
I got kicked. I told Alex I got kicked out of. We getting kicked out of bars a lot.
That
dude.
is
A lot?
A lot.
That's
Getting
kind
kicked
of a
out of
problem.
bars. I know it's a problem. I'm a problem.
What do you do at the bar to get kicked out?
Last time I got kicked out was because the guy. I said hi to the bartender. That's all. I just said hi.
Yeah.
He was upset I didn't have an order, I guess. That was his, like... What? Yeah, he was, like, giving me, like, a gesture, like... He was like, I said hi, and he was like, hurry up already, like, what's up? Hi. And, like, he was annoyed.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, can I get Jameson on the rocks? He didn't say a word. Like, he continued to not say things.
Yeah.
That was getting me mad. So then I kind of gave him an attitude back. I was like, all right, man, fucking. And he asked me why was I giving him an attitude, and I told him I was like, because you're being rude, you're not using your words, you're making me feel bad for no reason. I don't think I'm being any kind of way to you. And then he just got offended, and he called the bouncer. He took my drink, and the bouncer yelled at me.
Did you get taken?
No, I didn't get taken.
Did you get taken by
Did
the
they
arm?
throw you out?
No, he didn't have to. I was like, okay.
Have you ever been thrown into the street by a bouncer?
I was grabbed by one and put against the bar also within this year. So
Wow.
it's been going on, man.
It's the sunglasses inside, dude.
Maybe.
Were you doing sunglasses inside of the bar?
No.
Oh, okay. That would have been the red flag.
don't
That would have
think-
been why the bartender was violent towards you in the first place.
Yeah. Look, I feel like I'm giving you guys gold here.
Do you? Yeah.
I mean, the least you could do is have different opinions about it, other than, oh man,
I haven't
that
even-
sucks.
I haven't
Oh,
said
wow.
anything.
I know exactly. That's the whole point.
I'm with the bartenders.
How much information do you need
I'm
before
just
you can
trying
start?
to. I'm trying
chiming
to
in,
process this.
All
I
right.
don't
Well,
know.
look,
I'm trying to-
process. Look, a bartender saw me.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
didn't like me.
They didn't like you. Yeah.
I got kicked
But
out.
it keeps happening.
Yeah, it keeps
at different
happening.
places, with
Yeah.
different people.
I keep making big groups of people hate me, and
Yeah.
and hate and then reject me.
So do you want to? What do you want to do about
Are
it?
you going to change anything?
Like, how do you feel?
I feel terrible about it. I mean, I feel awful.
Okay, so you don't like it.
No, of course I don't like it.
So then what are you gonna do to?
I mean, Jesus,
change it,
I don't
you
know.
know?
Hey, what can I do? At this point, I have to stop believing I deserve any good things to happen to me. That's the first thing.
Can I say something? I
Sure,
think that's
yeah.
the worst answer
Why?
that you could have possibly
I don't know.
had.
Because
No, just for your self-esteem
No, 'cause
and like
first of
general
all,
well-being.
No, truly, like it's
That
like
is, like,
why
a
do I?
horrendous-
How did you
ask
jump?
yourself? Why do you deserve anything?
You
good?
went to the most depressing.
Why do
answer.
you deserve to be anything?
Why do you deserve any good thing?
Everybody that we know wants to be like, oh, I want to host like the Oscars. I want to like be on Comedy Central. Like, why should you be on that?
No
you
one
know,
wants to be on Comedy Central.
Or,
anymore.
you know, at
nobody
one point-
cares.
yeah, not Comedy Central. Look, this is a good time to roast Comedy Central.
Yeah,
It
fuck
is.
them, dude.
Fuck roast.
They're
fuck
not
Comedy
relevant
Central.
anymore.
They're really not.
I know, but if they hit you up, you'd be like, dude.
If anyone hit me up, of course.
It would be
but it's
surprising.
just-
you know?
yeah.
We'd be like, you guys
What-
doing stuff?
You guys
still?"
are doing,
Like,
yeah.
Haven't seen anything.
You ran out of
from them.
Tosh.0 and South Park reruns?
I mean, literally, Comedy Central hasn't produced a special in like a decade. It feels like
Well, they haven't been relevant
That'd
to
be
comedy
great to have
since
the
then.
first one back, but it's a guy that nobody knows.
That'd be cool.
That'd be
dude.
cool. You go in sunglasses. You go. I've been getting kicked out of bars lately. Like that's your opener, and then it's like a 6-minute special, and they're like, "We're at Comedy Central. We're back."
Yeah, once streaming
That'd be cool,
took over
man.
comedy,
Dean
yeah.
David.
Comedy Central has been shit. They just do reruns. They have The Office reruns. That's not even their
Yeah.
show. They have it.
Yeah, they bought it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
Who's
The
The
Office,
Office?
South Park,
The Office.
Tosh.0.
I know, but what is off?
do you mean?
NBC.
NBC
Huh?
was
Gotcha.
the original.
I've never seen The Office either, too.
Really?
That's insane.
Yeah,
saw
okay,
The
you're
Office.
just
You've never seen
you're
any
pandering now.
episodes of The Office?
No, never.
Fuck
Not
off.
a single episode.
Are you lying?
No, I'm not. I just never seen
You
it.
would really like The Office.
I tried watching, a couple clips, and I didn't really like it. So I guess I don't know. To me, it didn't
think
stand
Dean is
out.
He's
Michael?
being a
You
contrarian.
think
I'm not.
Dean is Michael.
I'm not being I'm not.
He's like an evil Michael. He's an evil
Who's Michael?
Michael's,
Michael Scott.
the main
of-
character
yeah.
of the show.
Oh,
Steve
okay.
Carell. He's Steve Carell.
But he's a flawed character, and he
Yeah.
makes a lot of people not like him. But
But-
he's often misunderstood too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well,
And deep down, he's a good guy.
yeah, I think that
is
about
true.
myself. I
These
think
are a
I'm
lot
good.
of Dean's attributes.
I think
too.
I'm inherently. I think
I do that
deep
too.
down.
You're a
I'm
good
a good- I think deep down I'm a good guy, but it doesn't mean anything.
I try to be nice to people in a way that I think I would want people to be nice to me, and apparently it's not great. Like I've told people their breath stinks, not in public. Like I wouldn't say in
pull
front
them
of
aside privately.
Exactly. I pulled them aside, and be like, "Bro, dude, you smell like shit right now." 'Cause
Okay.
Just to let you know if you're talking to ladies
That's
later.
cool,
like,
though.
I don't really care.
Yeah, you're looking
I mean, I
out.
noticed, but I don't care. It's like that thing.
Yeah, that's a nice thing to do,
Dude,
actually.
people do not.
Well,
I've
it depends
squandered
on,
things.
Okay, but it depends on your relationship with these people. Like, who are the types of people that you have done this to that have gotten mad?
Other comics who I smell at an open mic.
Okay, but do you know them?
Not your
I
friends,
know,
most
not
likely.
like it's not like one of you. It is some.
It's got to be a friend.
I
You
know,
can't-
but
not really your
it was
friends.
someone once where it was
Yeah.
so ripe and bad where I was like, I'm telling him just as if I thought we were cool enough where I could have pulled him aside and been like, brother, you just got to get a stick of deodorant.
I could understand why you thought that, but I could also understand him being like, "Fuck you." You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because
sort
you're
of.
just some guy telling him he stinks.
I was nice to him. I've been nice
Yeah.
to him every time except that, and I don't mean I wasn't being nice. I just mean
Right.
it was the only negative interaction we would have ever had.
So what did you do to him again? I don't understand.
I
What-
just pulled him aside after a mic. Was like,
he-
my man, do you ride a bike? And he was like, yeah. I was like, you reek.
Where's the real talk button?
Real
you told me
You smell like
smell.
shit.
Yeah, and he
Yeah.
was like, yeah, I don't. He was like, yeah, I sweat a lot. And I was like, but bro, you got to do something. Like
You gotta do
like
something.
it's. I was like, if you talk to a lady or something, man,
Bro,
you have
this is the worst
So you think of
I've
yourself
ever
like-
smelled.
so wait,
This
you-
is-
but-
I had to say something.
dude. It was.
But you know you're not you're talking like you're a hero
You are
for
kind of the
telling
hero
him.
of
Yeah,
this
you're like, dude, I'm
story.
helping you
But I don't know if he's
by
a
telling you how
reliable
much you suck.
narrator.
It's not you suck.
Does he even like you,
He
this guy? Do you even
stinks.
like?
Not anymore. Clearly,
Did he ever really?
I thought we had a decent rapport.
Wow.
You know what I mean? When I
rapport.
saw him, I said, "Hey."
Did
how
you ever
doing?
call him and say anything friendly before this interaction? Ever? Not even one time?
Yeah, it was like, "Hi, nice to see you. You're funny joke.
Really?
I like that."
And,
yeah.
And you called him. You called.
Called him? No.
Never
no,
called.
none of that.
Do you even have his number?
No.
Gotcha. All right. So maybe you shouldn't have said that. You know. I
It
mean,
is what it is, dude. Sorry.
okay. It's
I wasn't.
all
Whatever. Dude.
you told him he smells.
He. Yeah. I said it
I get-
very.
I mean,
more
I wouldn't. If you
politically
told me
correct,
I
yeah.
smell, I wouldn't like be that annoyed. I guess I wouldn't
If it
care
was
that
you
much.
and me,
but
I would tell you a very. I think I would tell you in a meaner way I told him.
Right.
But even if a stranger to me said I smell,
I'd be
like whatever.
embarrassed. I would be thoroughly embarrassed.
But I wouldn't be like angry at them for
No.
if I really was smelly. I guess
be
I'd be
angry
like
at myself.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh
Yeah,
fuck, I
know,
suck,
like,
dude.
Yeah.
Fuck, I do. Oh fuck.
But
That
I
would
mean,
be
it wouldn't.
me.
I was yeah.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't think that makes.
I wouldn't hold a grudge.
Can I see the sunglasses?
You want to see him?
Can I wear them for like a minute?
What?
I just want to put
See,
them on.
You want
Why?
the power?
Why
of
I
do
the
just
you-
kind of want to
sunglasses?
see what they feel like. Can I
To
please?
feel like.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you can see what they feel like.
Yeah.
How do you feel now? Wow, you're Dean. Your eyes are bad.
Yeah, I know.
That's what you were scared of. Yeah, his eyes are like. He's like, hey, I'm Dean David.
No, they're not. What are you
I do a
talking
show
about?
at Gold
How do I look?
Sounds Tuesdays at 8.
What do you
Gold
think?
Aggressively
Sounds.
chilled.
I think it looks cool. I got them at Old
What do you
Navy.
guys think?
I think you look.
You don't tell people that.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I got them at Old Navy. Fucking. What do you want me to buy them
you,
up from?
you have a
What's a
new
place?
confidence. I feel it.
I do because now I feel comfortable on camera because they
Huh.
can't see my eyes.
Huh.
It's nice.
Well, that's.
I'm looking at you guys, so I don't think about the camera.
Yeah, but what about
That's
your-
it is.
I'm not
disgusting
playing to the
profile.
camera, guys. I mean, are we
I don't
talking about
read
anything
comments,
important at
nothing,
all?
dude.
No, I mean like your profile, like when you're looking at me.
Oh, my
they're
Jew
seeing
profile?
Your profile, yeah.
The-
I didn't say Jew. You added that part, dude.
Yeah.
What do you have against
That's
Jews?
what people in the street say.
He's Jewish.
I'm Jewish.
I know. Do they stop you
I
in
don't
the
even
street
like
and go,
the,
"Sir, are you
Yeah.
Jewish?"
Jews don't even like me. You know, I got a message from a Jewish account
Yeah.
on
I'll
Instagram.
give you those back.
It's all Jews. It's like all Hebrew letters.
Yeah.
Okay.
Telling me my sister's looking for me. Like he's talking to me. Like I swear to God, this dude sent. I'm gonna show you the messages.
Okay, I don't even understand. Was
Okay.
this really your sister looking for you?
So apparently, my sister in Israel,
Is she actually in Israel?
Oh, the one you've never met.
the one who I've never met,
Oh,
who's
this is
on my
crazy.
dad's side, is
Nice.
apparently she's looking for me, like some drama movie.
Oh, word.
Really?
Apparently, yeah, she's really making an effort.
When did this start?
So I'll tell you. I mean, listen, I'll tell you what I know.
From the river to
So I
the
got this
Dean.
message. You see how so on Instagram this
Sorry.
No,
so-
you're-
even if this is like a prank, it's a wild prank. I got an Instagram DM
5 followers.
from
Legit.
he's got
Oh my God.
0 posts.
Wait. This is the
No
sketchiest-
photo.
Yeah,
Wait.
read the stats. Left
Six-
to right. Just read
Yeah,
them.
no posts, 6 followers, following 856, and he's
Yes.
got no photo, and it's all Hebrew letters, and it's
Alright.
except for
That's
his,
insane.
That's a scam.
What
Except-
a sketchy profile.
well, whether it's a scam.
I'm not saying it's a scam necessarily.
So I get a message from this account, a long message, and it's like, "Hi, I'm from Israel. I heard you're Jewish. I know about your family, and I think you're funny, man. Please call me so I can tell you the details. You can trust me." I'm like, "What the fuck?"
So you call him.
I didn't call. I was like, "Who is this?" You know? He's like, "Sorry, you don't know me, but I know your family in Israel. Can we talk about it?" So
Wait, this is crazy.
I
because,
know.
because
That is not
this
bodish,
might be
so that might be
no,
a
but this might be
regular-
a scam. Like
But,
to
like, what kind
anyone
of
else.
scam?
But
Like,
Dean
yeah.
really does have a long lost side of his family. So this is
Totally,
like
yeah.
the perfect scam for Dean.
no, but,
if
but
it
here's
is a scam.
No, but here's where
I'm
it
not
gets.
saying
It's not a scam, I don't think, because he knows my mom and dad's
Okay,
name.
let's see. Yeah.
Oh, that's
He
it's
messaged me.
Googleable.
No, it's not.
Oh,
How the fuck-
wow.
That's easy.
He knows
You
my
said
mom.
in your father's name.
Yeah,
It's
I-
Michael David.
Right, which is my
That's your dad's name?
Yeah. Are you getting bored here, Alex? Of this?
It's like Michael David is like a shot in the dark. That
I know,
could
it's
be
a really
the
bad
first
name.
white name.
I know.
It is kind of.
I can't believe that's my dad's
Michael
fucking name.
David.
My dad's name is so. Well, I think it's like Mickey in Hebrew. Mickey David.
Mickey
Still bad.
David.
Still bad.
So
name.
keep going.
it
Yeah,
sucks.
So he just says to me that I have more details. That if you develop trust, there's family members in Israel who want to know you. Thanks, brother. I'm like, okay, whatever the fuck.
Say, send me pictures of you guys right now.
I mean, I say he's like, we're in war. I'm like, okay, and he's like, my name is Oren. That's his name.
Oren.
And he's like, I
Is
know
that a Hebrew
your
name?
story. I don't know why it happened. He's like talking to me like my
Whoa.
life is like
Meaning your dad leaving?
everything. Maybe it sounds like he's like, he's like, do you talk Hebrew? Do you have a picture of your dad? That's a weird question.
That is a very weird question.
He's
Who
like-
is this guy?
And I don't know. He just
Who
says
is he to you?
just some stranger who messaged me. He says, "I know you're a funny man, but I want to know exactly if that's you or whatever. Your full name is Dean Solomon David." He sends me my full name.
Dude,
like,
that's
crazy.
all things you can find.
Is
if
that
you-
your name? Is
if you
Solomon your middle name?
yeah, man.
Do minor Googling. I'm telling you.
All right,
could
so
find out your
I don't know
parents.
or
about
just
that. Middle
what a
name.
weird thing to pull on somebody, though, right? I mean, like to trick me into saying my, and he knows my sister's name in Israel.
Oh, then
Tell him
he's
send her
probably not
pics.
fucking with you.
See if she's hot.
Yeah, well, hot. All right.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
I'm not gonna do that exactly, but
But I do want
For
to see.
the last thing he said to me is like, "Listen, man, I'll talk to you when I have more information through here. Remember me, please." You know what I mean? Like he's like,
Damn, dude.
"Remember Oren." I'm like, "Okay, interesting."
You'll remember Oren.
I'll remember Oren.
And he asked for your WhatsApp.
I didn't give it to him, but
Yeah.
I just said, "Hit me
Did
up here
say
if it's
that in there
important."
that the answer is WhatsApp.
Yeah.
What's
Did you
that?
skip over that and you saw it?
Yeah, I saw the whole thing.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
he skipped
I'm
over a lot.
not going to completely, read
paraphrased.
everything.
But there was a WhatsApp request in there.
yeah. Not a request, but
No,
like,
like
what's your WhatsApp?
Oh, like because you can communicate easier through WhatsApp.
Yeah, because that's all. That's
Yeah.
what they use
Never
over
mind.
there.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah, dude.
I thought it was like a.
Yeah, I travel.
Me too.
I just told you guys an insane story. You guys started telling
That is-
WhatsApp.
That's an insane story.
We
weren't done
I don't know if it's a
talking about
scam or not. That's what it is.
No, I don't think
What kind of
it's a
scam? He's not asking me for anything.
I don't think it's a scam. 'cause
He's just
knows
telling me he knows things
He
about
knows
me.
your sister.
I don't think he would know
You're
Dean's
like, what if
middle
she's
name and
hilarious,
like
too?
father's name. And
I don't know, guys. I don't know. I feel like I just.
do you have
said a
any
lot.
interest in meeting your sister?
I don't know. I don't care. Maybe if she wants to. If she comes to me.
What if
why
it
not?
looks just like you, but it's a girl?
It?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we don't know what it looks like yet.
the person that is
Yeah,
trying
the
to
Jew,
me,
the
that's
Jew
my
that's
sister.
related to
This
you.
Jew woman.
Yeah.
If
who
she
you're
looks like me,
related
that
to.
would make sense. I'd be like, wow.
I know.
We look alike.
What
I guess.
is
I guess.
that'd be
I,
kind of cool.
I guess it's. I know not to fuck you.
Would you guys go on?
I guess maybe I could look at you people.
But then you'd feel compelled
To fuck her?
because you've had this.
Why would I feel compelled
Because
to
you've had
fuck
this
her?
in you your whole life. I don't know.
Would you go on adventures together, like the Parent Trap?
No.
Yeah, probably not.
Would I?
This sucks. Then why do you? What? Then say, dude, I don't even want to meet my fucking sister.
These are silly questions.
Suck
to my
my
real
ass.
life
Stop texting
situation.
me.
I mean, it's whatever.
Say, unless you're trying to hook me up with my sister's friends, don't fucking text me anymore.
Why would I respond to him like
Say
that?
that. What else are you gonna say
Why
to
would I
him?
get angry
You don't
at
even
him?
want
Yeah,
to
why are you
talk
so
to your
angry?
sister because
Why
you
would I
want a
get
reaction.
mad?
This is my reaction.
Why is your reaction to give me fantasy questions,
Fight your
scenarios, or then
what's
get
this guy
angry?
want? If you're, because we were asking you
Maybe
if
he's
you
a
were gonna
fan. Maybe he thinks I'm
even
funny.
talk to your
maybe he's
sister.
hooking me up. Maybe he's like one of those. Maybe he's like my savior.
You
maybe.
don't even want to hang
He's
out with
talking
your sister.
He's talking like I've been trapped in a room my whole life, and he
You don't-
knows the
this
answers
is
or
like,
something.
It
you
is
know
like
what I
an
mean?
old boy situation. Yes. My point is,
Whatever.
you're not giving us anything on wanting to be nice to her or hang out with her. So I'm saying go the other opposite way and say, listen, tell my sister I hope she's fucking dead when we turn on Israel. Say that.
Don't do that.
definitely not gonna
man.
do that,
Don't
but-
do that.
Yeah,
These
I don't
are
need to be
bad.
told
Yeah,
not
that's
to.
Why is your only options, Alex, are like either I like you or I hate you.
Yeah,
Like,
very dramatic.
All right, so let's find the middle now.
It's good to finally have someone else's negative qualities being put
there we
out
go.
you know what I
We just
mean?
did it. We did
Let's
it.
talk about Alex's negative
Let's
qualities.
go.
next.
Let's do it. Let's go. It's my turn.
We can meet in the middle.
Let's
Someone.
talk about him. Do I have to bring up?
What's
my
Alex think about you? Alex, do you have any? Do you think about Pischera like he has any negative qualities at all? Like if you had to be like,
Everyone has negative
Yeah,
qualities,
okay,
but
so
I don't
what-
think
what's your
about
take?
his
What's your
at
take?
all.
So Alex is great
this
because
is
why
good
is
for my
Alex great?
self-esteem.
Why is Alex great in your opinion? Start with that. Great.
Hold-
That's a
solid
lot.
dude, man.
Solid
Oh,
dude.
thanks,
He's a solid dude.
Interesting. That could mean a couple
that.
of things. Like he's physically solid. You mean like
No,
I
he's
am
like a-
solid.
like he's not a liquid?
Yes.
He's like a solid dude. Like
Yeah.
you're, whenever I see
I got
you,
it,
I'm
bro.
like,
He's a
I don't
gas.
have to, I never have to worry about if you're happy or sad because you're always solid. You know what I mean?
You don't have to worry.
Even
about
if
it.
you're sad, you're like, anyway, how you doing,
We'll
man?
get
You know
through
what I
it.
mean?
Yeah.
Dean,
We'll get through it.
If
Whoa,
he's
whoa, whoa,
sad,
we're not talking about me. We're talking about
Yeah,
Alex.
it's true. Why are
And
we?
why are you jumping from
That
a
was
good thing
weird.
about Dean
That
and
was
Alex
weird. That
to
was-
then a negative immediately
do we
about
go to
Dean?
negative
We're
Alex
supposed to be
now?
focused on my
Yeah, we're
negatives.
focusing on
Yeah,
Alex's
let's go to my
positive,
negatives.
and now we're going to Alex's negative.
All right,
Well, I
let's
don't
hear it.
know.
Dun-dun.
It's all on.
So how easy just to say
What if
negative
someone
about
from your
me?
job sees this? I don't want to.
I don't care.
His
No,
job.
I don't care about that.
His job.
My job sucks. I mean, it's a
Actually,
good
you know
job,
what? It's
but I
funny.
don't
That
like
is
it.
not a negative view. It's just negative for anyone.
Hmm.
But you know what? It's so funny. I was thinking about this today because there are a lot of comics who cannot handle blow, but you can.
Oh, that's a.
But it's
great-
not good.
Wait.
That's
So
not
this is
even-
my negative?
No, your negative is that you do cocaine.
All
It's
right.
not
Well,
good for you.
Jesus. All right. This
Yeah.
is not
See-
what I thought.
I like that.
Sure.
I like
That's
that.
the only negative I
you know
could
what?
think of.
Now
That
your
sounds like
career's
a
on
hold on,
blast.
hold on. That sounds like a pretty cool guy to me.
Blast. I
The
know.
only
Yeah.
negative
See?
is that he's a
See?
cool guy that
But
does
you
drugs.
could-
I mean,
you-
come on.
You know,
That's pretty fucking sick.
Coke is
If you ask
bad,
me.
man.
Coke's bad, man.
Coke's
Yeah,
bad.
it is bad. But you know what?
But not do coke.
Doesn't matter. That's the worst
But you're one of
thing
the
about
only
me.
comics.
Every comic's
I
doing
know.
coke like it's nothing. Like they're
I
doing
know.
it like it's no
and they're all
big
bad
deal.
at it except you. That's what I mean.
They're bad at it.
They're bad. You're all bad at it.
They're all bad at it.
They're
doing
all
coke.
bad, dude. No comic is good at doing coke. They're all like, they get into arguments. They get kicked out of bars a lot.
Maybe we were missing.
Look at it.
pieces of the
Another
story.
way to twist it about negativity
what?
towards me.
What?
Always with me.
People get into fights about not you.
That's
this
me
is
being
not
a
you.
victim, though. I'm kind of a crybaby.
I
Look
was
at
just
that.
gonna say you're kind of
I'm just-
manifesting.
yeah,
if I keep bringing it up, it's becoming a bit.
Well, yeah.
It's like
I did
becoming
that.
the
No, I did
show
that.
now.
That's
It's
That's what
like
I
you're
do.
a silly man.
That's what I do. If you know me, then anything.
I'm
new.
just analyzing what's happening. and
I'll
telling
wake up
you.
to the moon. I haven't
I
seen
mean,
the sun in a while, but I heard
smoke
the
too much
sky's still
weed
blue.
and shit goes bad. Like I've definitely smoked weed when I shouldn't, and I'm somewhere where I'm like, if I get caught smoking weed
I
right
wish I
now,
had never
could get
smoked
in a lot of
weed my
trouble.
entire life. To be honest, I wish.
You think so?
I wish I'd never smoked weed ever.
No,
I really do. I wish I never
Alex can't
smoked,
understand that.
No.
and I wish I could
dude.
stop doing it for real forever.
I mean, I could, but I genuinely enjoy it. But that is maybe
Yeah,
the
I
addiction
enjoy.
talking.
Yeah, you enjoy what it makes you feel, which is fine. Feelings are really valid things to want to have, like a feeling.
Sometimes.
If you want to feel something,
Yeah.
that's a good. That's
course.
an understandable thing. If you want to feel something,
Of course.
and maybe weed smoking it makes you feel that way, which is again like near. I'm not saying whether it's positive or negative, but like I would like it if I could just feel that way and not be having to smoke weed. I guess.
Of course.
Like I wish I could just feel good and not smoke. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, you just have to go through a day and pay attention too, though.
a day.
Like through your day, like
What do
obviously
you mean? To pay attention to what?
what makes you happy and what you can do to make yourself happy.
Dude,
like
what really makes people happy? Like, what can you seriously think of something besides food,
food,
Food's good.
sex,
sex?
Sex is good.
which is also
Which you
a
can't
form of
strive
addiction.
for.
Friendship,
form of
friendship,
addiction.
companionship,
Hanging with the boys,
Yeah.
which is friendship,
Camaraderie.
I like going to the movies. I like playing video
Yeah,
games. I like a
entertainment.
good book.
Yep.
That gets me
good
really
literature.
happy. Yeah, I know. I'm gay like that.
No, that's good.
You know what? No.
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
But
means you're
that's one of my
well-read.
negatives. No.
Yeah.
Books are cool.
Yeah, there you go.
to think books
yeah.
are gay.
Exercise.
is
Good.
such
I
a
like
weird-
riding a bike. I like going for a nice walk.
See, these
You know what I
things
mean?
all make a match.
So if
Happy.
you can do
That's
all,
what he's saying.
and yeah. So what I do, if I can
Happy.
do all of those things in one day,
How happy? I mean,
am
like
happy.
let's say you're really sad. Like,
Yeah.
would walking really make you that happy?
No, but it'll help me clear my head.
It
to
does
maybe,
help.
Yeah, it can help me clear my head.
yeah.
Clear your head.
But it definitely.
What if your head's so clear you're not even thinking a thought, and you're still
That's
sad?
nice.
You're on. You're like the Dalai Lama. You're,
that sounds
you're
like
Buddha
Nirvana.
at that point. Yeah,
Nirvana, it's
yeah.
not Nirvana.
You've achieved enlightenment.
No, it's emptiness. That's what
I've-
you call that.
No, yeah, that's such a glass half empty view of it.
I guess. What
Oh,
happened?
what's up? Are you all right?
You guys are good.
You're good.
No, I think. I mean,
What-
when I
yeah.
do that, I usually fall asleep.
Yeah.
I enlighten myself, or I clear my mind to fall asleep.
That's what Alex calls falling asleep. He enlightens himself.
But I
But
mean,
that's what he calls jerking off in bed before.
I don't know. Yeah.
It is-
You saying you've enlightened yourself is very. You
well,
know,
like to fall asleep, I've
So what do you
learned
call
that
it?
I have to
Suspicious.
clear my head, and I know how to do that. It's just I don't do it during the day because I feel no need to. I'd rather just like take everything in, if that makes sense.
No.
No.
Well, I have.
And you know what's funny? I enlightened myself on your mom. I almost said my mom. Oh my
Damn,
god,
dude.
on your mom the other night, dude. Fuck. Sorry.
Damn, sluts.
Oh yeah, that was one of them.
What is that from?
Wedding Crashers.
Sluts.
Yeah.
Give me one from the Iron Giant. Jesus, I mean, come on.
What would it be? Rock.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Yeah. Like you're trying to teach somebody something.
What?
Rock. Yeah.
Screw our country. I want to live.
That's pretty funny.
That's the guy. What is
I like that you. I like that you know those right off
Launch
the top.
the missile now!
That's
I know that
pretty
movie
good.
pretty well.
That's a
I
good
watched it a
movie.
lot.
Do you watch that movie ever?
I've seen it, but it's been
Years.
since I was like 10 years old.
I'd like to apologize for everyone in advance for this.
Yeah, it sips down his fly.
Sip sounds fly and the squirrel comes out.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking to me right now.
No, I'm quoting
That
the
gave me
Iron
a
Giant
trip. Yeah.
heavily.
I didn't know what you were about
No.
to do. Dude.
Following. My
Yeah.
dad cried during that.
Your dad?
Really?
Yeah.
In front of you?
In front of me, dude.
Jeez.
It is
That's pretty
emasculating.
cool.
Bitch.
It's not a
My dad, so it is. There's 3 movies.
I'm just
that
kidding. I'm
that
just
one, I
kidding.
bet you now, if I watched it, I bet
Yeah.
you I could cry. My dad, 2 movies,
Yeah.
I'll never forgive him crying during. And one of them, sort of, I get, but this one not, is Twister. He cried during Twister.
As out of fear? Isn't that
No,
like
he
a
cried
thriller?
because it's when Bill Paxton and fucking
Billy Pax.
Helen, whatever, her Helen Mirren.
Mirren.
Yeah, Helen Mirren have it out while the tornado's ripping shit up, and she's like, "You don't know what it's like when a tornado comes after you." I can't even it's not
And he
even
cried?
that emotional. He started crying, and
That's a little
I was
weird,
like,
man.
"What are you doing, dude?" He's like, "I was like, fuck you." Like in my head, I was like, "I don't respect you right
Wow.
now." Like in my head, I was so mad.
Damn.
And then Overboard, which sort of makes sense. It was when they swam to each other at the end.
I never saw that. I don't know what it is.
It's when Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn realize they're in love with each other at the end, and they both yell the love story of the lovers who swam and died looking for each other. They yell the names of each other and then jump in the ocean and swim to each other, but they don't die. They live.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and he cries.
This is a movie. This is a
It is.
cartoon,
It's
or-
Overboard. It's an 80s
Overboard.
rom-com with Goldie Hawn and Kurt
That's
Russell.
Adam Sandler's first movie. It's called Overboard or something.
He was in Overboard?
Not that probably one,
Oh,
but
okay.
a different one.
So I say I would have known, dude. I've watched that movie a lot too. I watched a lot of movies like when I liked it, I would keep watching it. Land Before Time was the first one I did that to.
Land Before Time?
Yeah.
Like
Well,
the dinosaurs?
I like that
Yeah.
movie.
I love that
I think I
movie.
saw
Me
the
too.
6th one,
That
and that's
one-
the only one I've ever seen.
No, that's crazy.
I saw the one
You're
with
such a contrarian
that made me
piece of
so
shit.
I've never
angry.
seen the first one. I've only seen like the 6th
Littlefoot,
one.
dude.
Yeah, Littlefoot, Sarah.
Yeah, Littlefoot made me cry, dude. I
Yeah.
cried at that ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one's emotional. Sharptooth was terrifying too. That
Yep.
thing did not give a
Sharptooth.
fuck about rocks.
Sharptooth,
It
yeah.
slammed its head into a rock to get them.
crazy.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was actually watching a video about dinosaurs before
Yeah.
I came here.
About what? What about them?
About how they probably really sounded.
Yeah, oh, terrifying.
Well, they sounded a lot like how a crocodile probably sounds. Like they kind of like gurgle inside themselves.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
T-Rex one though. If you just, if
Like
you
really big and long necks.
If you
Probably, like,
think
crazy.
about
Like birds.
Deeper.
hearing a
Yeah.
T-Rex, the real noise, and then turning and seeing it, it would be so fucking scary.
Oh my god.
You know what's
yeah,
scarier than
obviously.
a T-Rex? People.
No,
No.
that's such a douchey thing to say. Are you kidding
no
me?
way.
Douche.
A
Douchey.
T-Rex will
I
rip
wouldn't
your
say
head
it's
off without
douchey.
even thinking about it.
It would lift you into
Yeah.
the sky, dude.
Oh, dude, there's worse fates.
is like the
there
man
are worse
version
fates in
of-
life than having your head cut off. Trust.
Yes, there are?
Yeah, way worse. Way
which
worse.
one?
If your head's cut off, you're dead right away.
Yeah, that's true. I
Well,
guess.
maybe.
Torture is like way worse. Like,
Torture's pretty
humans
bad.
torture
True.
people.
Torture
Animals
is-
don't torture anything.
You're
they just
right.
kill it.
You're right.
What's a lion's not
So-
picking on a
no, no, no.
gazelle
What
and
they-
keeping it hostage somewhere for fun?
No, they
That's
don't.
true.
They
but
just eat it.
They kill them brutally. They like rip their nuts off
Because
first.
they have to.
I know
Because they don't have
but
guns.
I
'Cause
know,
they're different
and they slip,
species.
dude. The animals.
Humans
don't
are
give a
worse,
fuck.
Pete,
No, they
things.
are, but animals also rape with impunity.
too.
Humans do that too.
Yeah, but not with
impunity.
impunity. We do.
We at
we
least
do.
have a little bit of a
Some of them don't.
We absolutely judge people who rape. We have
Oh,
prison.
oh, yeah, we
They don't do
judge.
that. They just
they
They don't
do,
really
yeah.
care though. I don't think if we're judging them. I don't think
They don't.
bothers them.
Oh,
I
no, of
never.
course.
Who said they cared? Yeah. nobody
Yeah,
did that.
we judge them.
Yeah, it's consequence free on that end for them, I guess.
It
Correct.
is for animals.
Murder even.
Yeah,
Murder?
animals also they cannibalize.
Well,
Yeah.
murder. I mean, yeah.
They cannibalize each other.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Sometimes the
Yeah.
woman.
Lions eat lions?
Sometimes the
Yeah,
woman
if they have
eats
to, if
the
they have
man.
to, if they have
Some
to.
flies. The women.
You gotta
the
feel
woman
pretty
just-
lame about yourself to eat other lions.
You eat your husband.
Ugh.
Some of them.
I
The
mean,
spiders do that.
praying mantis. They
that's
chop
that's
the,
a heavy consequence for not bringing in the bills.
That's
Dude,
right.
yeah,
Imagine
they
your
kill
wife ate you. Should they? Women do eat you in a sense,
Yeah, but not
their
literally.
your soul.
not literally, but like metaphorically
Yeah.
and
Yes.
spiritually.
They
There's
pick
what-
at you.
They eat you.
They pick away pieces. They're like, I don't like that you play video games. You're like, why? Stop. Leave me alone.
It says someone's telling you that.
This happens a lot, dude. Women
don't play
do
video
not
games.
like that I play video games when I tell them.
I can't. I
They
can't. I
can't-
play like one video game.
Yeah, you shouldn't lead with I play video
don't.
games. Okay, good.
When they find out,
They find
'cause
out.
I also do
Yeah, I
overshare
can see
with women
that.
a lot about
Really?
what I do.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
sweet. That's
It is,
sweet.
well, when
Yeah,
they're
sweet.
over,
Yeah,
I don't
a
like
little
hide too.
overshare.
I clean, but other than that, I don't hide anything. So if a girl comes over and I'm playing New Vegas, and they're like, "What are you
Fallout,
doing?"
right?
I go, "I'm playing Fallout New Vegas," and I show them what I'm doing, and instantly they're like, "Stop."
Well, are they in person or are you saying like
It's in person.
Oh,
Yeah, I can see that.
Because
I
I'm
can
like,
see
look at
that.
this. This is my guy, and then I show him the 360 view of him, and I'm like, see, he's got a cool helmet. And I start
Yeah,
explaining.
that is cool.
I'd want.
He doesn't.
Yeah.
I have I show them the cover, and I go, it's the same helmet of the guy on the cover. And then I stare at them like this.
Oh boy.
Oh man,
God bless these
Aren't they
girls.
just like they're just like there to?
They're horny.
Yeah, they want to have sex. You got to do that.
Horny.
I have to tone it down for them. I go,
Yeah.
I know you came here horny, but we gotta,
We got to dry you up.
yeah, stop, chill out, woman.
Dude, you're like
Stop sinning so quickly.
Yeah, this is like in 40-year-old Virgin when they tell him to, like.
Damn! Sluts!
You know.
I guess that's
Yeah,
the
with
button.
the 40-year-old.
They tell him to get rid of all the toys because how bad it's
and
gonna
he
look.
gets so upset. He's like, "No, that's been sealed for like 25 years."
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he's yeah, man.
You know, that's Michael.
Yeah,
from
that's
The
a good
Office.
movie, man.
That's Steve Carell. I
That's
know
Steve
that.
Carell. It's Michael
That's
from
you.
The Office.
Again.
which you
Me.
haven't watched.
Yeah, you're Steve Carell
Oh,
in every situation.
No, he's
dude.
not the 40-year-old version.
I wish I was like
This
Steve
guy-
Carell.
He's
Steve
Paul
Carell's
Rudd.
awesome, dude.
No,
Steve
he's
Carell's
Paul
great.
Rudd.
Paul Rudd. No, he's not Paul Rudd.
Yeah, in the 4L version, he is.
I don't think so.
Maybe.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. He's
I don't remember that guy.
obsessed.
Yeah, he is. I forgot about that part. Yes, he is.
She just
Paul
wanted
Rudd,
to be
yeah.
an immature little bitch and blow everybody,
Oh.
but that's love.
No, if that is what I'm like, I hate
That's
myself.
love.
Honestly,
No,
I mean,
no,
If
that's
that's a
exu-
reason to hate yourself, is if you're that guy. So, 100%.
We're saying a lot of negative things about yourself.
That's fine.
And then you also asked for people to
No,
to,
I'm not.
to call out
Sexy.
my
Yeah,
negative traits.
well, because I'm already, it's easy for
You could lose some
your
weight.
negative traits
No.
fall under
well,
the
that is
radar.
true.
It's like,
That is
what?
true. Thanks, by the way. I've been thinking about it since the cameras turned on.
I
What?
know,
I'm
dude.
I'm a fat guy.
That's why I looked. I was like,
So
ugh.
I could lose some
I
weight.
should
That
have
was-
widened the shot
Oh, look at that.
even more.
Don't do
I'm
that.
Just kidding, dude. Sorry.
Fucking got the
You're a
camera
handsome
right on
man,
me. I
dude.
don't- this
But you've settled into your relationship. You put on some pounds. It is what it is. I'm kidding.
It
I'm
is
just saying things that
not
I know.
entirely
I'm just saying
inaccurate.
things I know that society has put in your head.
Yeah, man. Thanks, dude.
You got the beard grown. You know,
He's the
I know what
I
it's
should
like.
be blaming. Yeah,
Dean's
you
a
gotta
piece
grow
of
the beard.
shit.
Why? What the fuck did I do now? I know I'm a piece of shit. Yeah. Oh, real talk. Huh? It's real.
I didn't say that.
It's real. I'm a piece of shit.
No, I'm kidding, dude.
I mean, I agree. So it's fine.
Oh, boy.
No.
It's fine. You don't have to. And everybody has to like. I don't think everybody likes. I don't think the president's like, yeah, I'm great.
I think he thinks
I think he
that.
does.
He
You
definitely
think? You think?
that.
I don't think
Oh,
everyone
yeah.
thinks they're great.
I think he
all the
thinks he
time.
rules.
Yeah, no, not everyone, but he.
But you really have to
definitely
think
does.
you're great to be okay. Like, can I just like?
Yeah, no,
Not
you don't
the
have
other.
to.
You shouldn't think you're bad though. You can think you have to change some things, but
Yeah.
you shouldn't hate yourself.
Oh, like
If
whatever.
you shouldn't say that shit. It's
Yeah,
bad.
it's not good.
It's not good for your
Not
mind.
good to negative self.
You know what sucks about negative self-talk?
What?
The only result of it is like they put you away. and then they talk to you weird. Then then they all go like
therapy talks so
like,
gay.
Yeah, they talk to you like, oh, are you okay? It's like, dude, you would never hang out with me outside of
exactly.
Like, if you really want to
real.
be there for me,
That's
how about
real
you
shit.
drop the therapy nonsense?
Yeah.
Let's go to a bar and hang.
And I
But
wanna
you
go-
don't
and
but you don't respect me enough as a person to
Right.
talk to me that way.
True.
So because I talk like I hate myself. Maybe at this point I'm doing it because I don't even like to. I don't want to appease these fake ugly fucks who hate to. They like to treat people weird. You know, fuck them.
No, I'm telling you
I'll
just
say whatever
for,
I want.
I know. I'm just
If they
telling
want-
you for your own.
Doesn't surprise me that people have been trying
what's
to
it
put me
called?
places. You know what I mean? Like all my life. You know what I mean? Like, hey, let's not give this
Conversion
guy.
camp.
Yeah, let's not put this guy in a beach in Miami. Let's send him to some crazy loony bin place where people can judge him further because he's a wacko.
They have
poor
those
fuck.
there too. They're just really expensive, dude.
What Miami?
Like you can go to Miami rehab.
be
and
great.
They'll be nice to you, or crazy bins, but it's.
I would just lie. Like,
Millions.
I'm still addicted to coke. If you let me out, I won't stop.
And just hang out on the beach. But then you don't need to have fun. You just have to rehab. It's an illusion.
Yeah, whatever. Okay.
Whatever, dude. Jesse in Breaking Bad went to one. That's all I know.
Yeah, he planted flowers.
Yep.
That's how you know
So
you're getting
you go
better.
do that one, dude. You go do that, and then you can come out, get a big TV, and sit in front of it and do heroin with people.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Oh, okay.
If you do heroin, it's over. Like you have no recovery from it.
Yeah, that's true.
People have recovered. Danny Fallon.
Some people can recover. You have to be like a celebrity.
But it can get you. It
Wait,
can
you just-
get you.
Oh,
Of course.
You said Danny Fallon, like the comic we know.
We do. Yeah,
I said
he's
Jimmy
a-
Fallon.
Jimmy Fallon's a known alcoholic too.
That's true.
I mean, I'm a known stoner. What do you know? Who am I, dude?
Yeah.
Anyway,
I
I mean, I
operate.
don't know if you're known.
I'm known, bro.
People that do know you know you
Yeah,
smoke.
exactly. They know if you
That's
know
true.
me, you know.
people that know
so
me
it's
think
known.
I'm a drug addict anyway. They think I'm a drug
Yeah,
addict. People
I
just think,
think
oh,
so.
he's a
I don't
drug
think that's like
addict.
the first thing people
I,
think.
it is.
Some people definitely.
Yeah,
people
no,
think
it isn't.
Dean's a drug addict and Dean's a problem and Dean's this and Dean's that. So whatever.
He wears the same outfit a lot.
Same outfit.
I get that a lot.
Everything I do is, if I wear headphones on my head,
I get that a lot.
people
I mean,
are like,
I get
people
that about me.
Fucking put up flyers, picket fences. They're like,
Dean wears the same outfit. Wear different things.
Dean's got his headphones on. What a dick.
You do wear them a lot.
I like,
I do too.
where would
It's
you?
nice.
Everyone's plugged in though, dude. Like, have you guys taken a fucking look around at what everyone's doing all the time? If you're not on your phone, like you
Yeah,
won't
everyone
notice,
is.
but everyone else is also on
No,
their phone
yeah.
or plugged into their headphones. If you're not, you'll start to notice weird shit. I'm telling you. Or
Like
we're
what?
fucked.
Like what kind of weird
Like,
shit?
first of all, people in this city don't walk with their eyes forward anymore. If you have headphones in, it's eyes down. If you're on your phone, you're looking at your phone as you're moving.
Yeah.
Or you're immobile with your phone in your hand. It's like
I was that on the
But
way
that's
here.
not like weird. I didn't know. That's not what I thought.
It
you
is
meant.
weird because we never did
we
that.
know
before.
that. We all, dude. That's been going on for years
For,
now.
no, for 20
2025.
years now, 25 years now, maybe.
No, not that long.
No, okay.
I'm saying since like
15 years it's been happening. And now we're
yeah.
settled in and people don't even realize how fucking cooked we are. And
I disagree. I think people are aware of how much we're reliant on technology, and they talk about it all the time.
Well,
but we
what-
don't know what to do about it.
what's
That's the
going to
thing.
start happening, because they already talk about it, is the chip, because people are going to be
chip?
sick of worried about. They're
What
going to be
chip?
sick of plugging in their phones, they're going to be sick of not plugging in. They're sick of holding their phones,
Yeah.
walking around with them. It's just going to be looked at as an inconvenience.
That's a stupid way to feel.
It's going to
I
happen.
don't
dude.
think though that a lot of people are gonna get implanted with a chip. I
If
just-
they do, they're
In our lifetime,
such-
we'll see it.
well, they're gonna do something like maybe like Google Glass, where it's like holograms all in front of you instead of a screen. But like,
It's going to come, dude. It's happening any minute.
If we're supposed to fuse together with technology, that's really going to change the way you think about technology.
we already have, dude. The
Yeah.
iPhone is basically an extension of your biology at this point.
No, I mean, it's
basically
Yeah, but if you don't have it, it's like you'd still find a way to restructure who you could be.
yeah, you
No,
can find-
dude. Think about that. If you didn't have a phone,
I could
think about the things that
you
figure
would
it
figure
out.
it out.
I
You
could.
Yeah, you could.
What am I gonna do? Die?
Your life would be
No,
more difficult.
You would figure it out, but
Panic
your
and-
life would radically change.
I could. Yeah, I'll handle it.
I didn't say you couldn't handle.
But I'm saying you're built to not have a phone normally.
Of course.
So it's
but
like
the
that's-
world
the
isn't
world,
anymore.
the society
Yeah.
we have
Having a
sort of
phone's like having a
created around it.
sword nowadays. Like,
Way more than that.
Yeah, but it's
way
like
more.
everyone-
integrated.
It's like
Back
having a nuke.
No, it's like having a fucking a car or something. Like it's like that big of a deal. It's
But
like
it's like-
having like
it's like-
You're saying like a knight, like you're a fucking.
Yeah, like if you're a
knight.
knight, back then knights had swords. Imagine someone like a knight, like, dude, could you even live without your sword? You know what I mean? Like, the guy's like, yeah, I mean, I could. I just like having it.
Interesting.
I don't know. I disagree because
Why can't I have a sword? The world made swords, and I want one.
no, but a phone is
I'm a knight.
ubiquitous. A phone is used for everything. Like, you know what I mean? Like a
That's
sword
true.
is only used at your
Like
job.
now, if I forget my wallet,
Yeah, as a knight.
Like, if I
Going
forget my-
with your dumb
do you-
analogy, I
That's
guess.
so funny.
if I forget my wallet now,
I guess it is a dumb analogy. You're right.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say dumb.
You did, though.
well, if I forget my
And
wallet,
I can't unhear it now.
I'm sorry.
I'm done.
yeah,
I
you're a
was just
fucking
trying to-
idiot.
I was doing
You know
Alex Tomaselli trying to be.
Real talk.
I'm out of here.
There you go.
Okay.
Can't handle this shit.
You're a
no
fucking
more.
retard, dude.
Wow.
I already knew. What was I saying?
I don't.
Your
I was
phone.
trying-
I don't know. Your phone is
Okay.
yeah. It's, I mean, whatever. I could figure it out without a phone. It's bad for you. We're not going to stop. It's so sad.
I know.
No one. We're like
No, we're
half of
going
me thinks
more.
we're going to stop one day,
No,
not gonna
no.
stop.
What do you
and the
mean?
other half of me is like dying to.
Well, we might
be inside.
We might stop if there's like a nuclear war.
Of
It's
course.
not going to be
I mean,
like
yeah,
a
yeah.
willful stop.
Great.
It's like a willing stop.
We can't. I wish we could just pause and go back to 2000s, 90s times. Like, give me some.
No, you
Give me
don't.
that era, dude.
No, you
Give me some.
You don't
give
even
me
know
some,
what that was like. You were a child.
I was a child. I liked
remember.
it, dude.
I liked
Give me
it.
some frosted
Me too,
chips
but we were
and
children.
some Shaolin
It was-
Showdown or something. You know,
It was better before the internet, kind of.
Oh, things were
Yeah,
fun. I'm not saying I didn't have a good time as well. I'm just saying we were children.
You're right. You're right
Yeah.
to say that, but I do think there is a
I think
clear
before
mark.
9/11, everything was better.
And
Yeah.
I think a reason for that is technology, and that is just that 9/11 thing is used as like a benchmark, or not a benchmark, a milestone.
It is.
where we could easily go pre and post, but it's
Yep.
really the phones and social media,
True.
and
That's
that,
a few years later.
and
Yeah.
COVID.
Yeah, but
now,
that's the
dude.
paradigm
COVID's
shift.
terrible.
Yeah,
Don't
COVID
even-
was
don't
another
even
one.
started.
Life post COVID is not the same.
That's true.
You
It's
guys,
not the same.
have you guys watched ever like a 1970s futuristic movie
Maybe
Have
where
I-
they predicted the future?
I've seen things like that. Yeah, sure.
Everything in those movies,
Flying cars. Did
you hear-
except flying cars,
The way
is
you
right
just,
now.
You've said that in a really funny way. Everything.
Yeah, like JFK.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything in a 1950s science fiction
They
movie
predicted
will happen in
phones?
50 years. Dude, yeah. Dude, phones are even more advanced than what they have. Like, what they have is like hologram shit, but we also, it's not holograms. They also had, well, a lot of times it was like a person like beams up in a hologram, so that is more advanced. But it was always like they had something they could, like Star Trek, they had the phones they would like talk to people on video with and shit. Maybe sorry if I'm
FaceTime.
No.
FaceTime, exactly. We could do that with someone in Japan right now. It's not even a big fucking deal anymore.
Yeah.
like
True.
now, you can technically do holograms.
I don't
now,
though. I
you
never
know what
even
mean?
talk.
No
I
one
don't talk
does
to
it.
anybody in Japan. I still haven't
don't.
seen even a little bit of it.
I've had
even though it'd be
sex
I
easy.
wanna
with a
go.
Japanese chick. So
Yeah.
Well, half Japanese.
That's nice. Oh, even better.
yeah,
That's
Even better. Less Japanese.
No, I mean, hey,
The
it's like that
but-
Weezer song.
Yes,
Which
it
one?
literally is. Damn you.
The one that's like
El Scorcho.
El
That's what it's
Scorcho.
called.
It's like the one I don't know.
God damn you have Japanese girls.
That's literally how the
Jesus.
Do
chorus
it to
goes.
me
Yeah.
every time.
That was like cool in the 90s.
All the redheads
And now
said
it's
you
like, oh, geez, this
shred
white
the
guy
cello,
talking about,
and
like-
I'm Jello, babe.
Yeah, I don't like today.
Oh no.
You don't, yeah, but you rose-colored glasses. You gotta accept that we're adults, dude. Adults in the fucking 90s were like, I miss the fucking 80s and 70s.
I
bet you it was
know.
better.
I'm
I
sure.
know,
To
but
you.
life is so different now in a way that like
It is so
It's
much.
just
Of course.
not relatable to other generations.
No.
Not at
it's
all,
not.
dude. They hate it. They
Nowadays,
look at us
it's
and
like
they're
you're
just
you're
feel bad for us.
expected to be able to generate just
Content.
not even just
millions of dollars.
Yeah, like you're supposed to be like
Well, you've-
on your phone, filming yourself speaking,
Yeah.
making money.
Sucks.
It's like
That's-
insane.
It is insane. I
Like,
agree
that's like
with that.
expected of reality.
No, but I know we're doing
guess.
it right now. I guess. Yeah.
Well,
But
We're
pe-
not.
No, but
I
pe-
came to your house
Yeah,
to
we-
be
me
filmed
and Dean
by
don't
you.
do that.
I don't do it. I'm very bad at trying.
I'm so
Whenever I
bad at
try
that.
to even look at myself
I
in
hate
a
it.
camera, I hate what I
it.
see. Like,
And I hate it too, dude, because it's not natural. And to want to do that all the time is psychotic. I'm
Yes.
sorry. And all these people are like, you got to do
no,
it.
listen.
It's true.
I won't even
It does
say if you're
work,
doing
but
it, you're bad. And
No.
like, because fine.
Being
let's
psychotic's
say you're
not
good at it and I
necessarily
suck
bad.
and
I think
whatever.
it's a psychotic thing.
But I
Go
still
ahead.
don't. I just can't do it. I can't.
I can't.
Sometimes I try to imagine what kind of person I'd have to be good at it. Like, how could I do it?
What do
And
you
I-
imagine? A guy who's like,
I
hey.
imagine. I imagine like I have more money. I think.
A guy who's like,
first of all.
hey. He's like always hitting people. and
No, it's the
stuff.
kinds of things you
friend
can't
does that,
see
yeah.
about
I have a
people.
friend like that.
You know what I mean? My theory is like if you're able to make content, it's because your insides are so bright. And if you cannot make content, it's because your insides are horrendous.
Wow, you really think that's always the case?
Yeah, and by insides, I mean like your life circumstances and like your relationships with others, like the invisible things that you can't see.
Your well-being.
Yeah, your
general well-being.
Yeah, that is why you can make a video like that. But if you
have bad circumstances, bad feelings,
bad relate, if that's who you are, there's no way you're gonna film yourself and then look at that and be like, yeah, I want people to see this and fucking. It's like, why would imagine a guy in his room right now feeling like a piece of shit loser, posting that visual.
Hey guys, what's up?
Yeah, can you imagine?
That's a psycho.
That's never going to happen.
You can't. You're right.
That's never going to happen. That's who I am, and that's why I can't do it.
But it's demotivating in all ways, not just filming yourself and showing yourself. Although it is kind of funny to think if you hate yourself and you hate the way you are, like by yourself, then why? Yeah, of course. Why would you want to show everyone?
Yeah, like
you're going to
I'm
want
not
to keep
proud.
a secret of it.
Yeah, like hey, look at me.
Yeah.
I thought about that. Thought about turning my Instagram into just any L I took, taking a picture of what's happening and explaining it, doing the opposite of Instagram.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Like everything bad that ever happened to me, like
lowlights.
Yeah, literally.
Although I explained,
but real shit. Nothing like, oh, I woke up early. It'd be like, no, like today, like whatever really bad happened that week, just an update.
I spoke to a content creator friend of mine who does comedy, who's good at it, asking them like, I don't want to shout them out, but they've done your show. They've done this show.
Oh, I'll kick their fucking ass, dude.
Why? They've done the show.
I know who it is, just how you said it.
I
don't know why. It could be anyone.
They did your show. They
could
did
literally be anyone.
Yes Offense show, and they're like posted on your reels on IG. Like it's one of those people.
I know exactly who it is.
It doesn't matter
it's a woman.
who it is. It's a woman.
I know exactly who it is now.
Right. Well,
she's great. I love her.
It's not who you thought based on what you think. But
no, it's not because of that. It's just that's a woman.
Anyway, the point of what I'm trying to say.
I wasn't calling her that. It's just for all women.
I described why I couldn't do it to them. I was like, this is why. And I just explained what I thought. And then they looked at me and they're like, you're being a pussy. Like it was that.
That's a very.
So I was like, okay.
I know who it is. Just even.
So I was like, okay, listen. So if that's the case, no,
you're being a pussy.
But that's why though. I'm like, dude, fine. The reviews.
Is that how she said it?
I learned about myself through other people.
Yeah. You're being a pussy, Dean.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, that's a perfect impression.
I'm not following who it is.
Oh, who the fuck that is?
Do I know who this is?
Yes, everyone does.
Everyone does.
He knows. She's been on your show.
Then I don't. Your impression
been on our
must.
show.
Really
I like
suck.
her. I think she's funny. I think she's right.
She's right. But fine. That's the point.
You don't need-
I don't need.
I think you're just a little bit of pussy.
Who is this?
I think I know based on the eye thing he's doing.
The eye thing I did. Yeah.
So weird to be taking that approach.
What?
I'm honestly not.
Whatever. All right. Whatever. It's not a good impression.
I'm honestly not.
So
following,
she won't
but
know
that's
I'm
She
doing
will
a shitty
know.
impression.
If anybody
I
ever
said
saw
nothing but
this,
good
she'll
things about
know.
her, and I
You're
like her a lot.
being secretive.
I
She
love
knows.
her. I genuinely like her.
Okay, that's not the point of the story I'm telling you, you fuck.
Okay.
Fucking Jesus, you're harped on a girl. I mentioned a girl, you won't
You're
let
harped.
go. Yeah, I am, but at least I can talk about other things
All
in
right.
this
She called you a
moment.
pussy. And
Yeah.
You know what?
That's fine.
Wow.
See, everyone thinks so, and I agree. So it's all good. You know what I mean? Like, I agree at this point. If that's what people think, I mean, what can I say?
You remember the last show I was at with you?
No. Which one?
The one, Aggressively Chill, I was at? Not Crystal's birthday, the one before that.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you remember the girl who was touching you?
Touching me how?
She was like all up on you.
Ooh.
And you were doing the Dean thing.
What was the
What's
Dean
the Dean
thing?
thing?
When you were just like she was like putting it on you and you were like you didn't put it back on her is what I'm saying.
That took so long to get out. Jesus.
That's
Christ.
funny. I'm
Yeah.
glad to hear this. I'm glad to hear the. I like the version of me that's not interested in the girl. Like
Yeah,
I
there
like.
you
I
go.
like
Well,
that-
she was
I like
hot
that-
and I was like, look at Dean,
That's
just
how Dean,
turn her down.
That's how
Whatever.
Dean
She
does
wants
it,
me
man.
even more. I
He
love
gets
it,
it
dude.
thrown at him every
That's-
night.
But she was
dude.
really
It doesn't
hot, and I
matter.
was like, is that
matter.
an example of what we were just talking about? Where you're like, I'm pretty sure that's where my mind got it from.
What do you mean?
No, I don't think that's how. What
I
he's
was talking
talking
about being a pussy.
Like, yeah, being
Yeah.
you're just like, I can't act on it because you're
No, he's just not interested.
Yeah, I wasn't interested.
When he's interested in a girl, he's
Yeah,
all
when I'm-
You're on
over.
it?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Why weren't you
sometimes-
interested? Now I'm curious. What was wrong with this woman? Because I looked at her and said, I wouldn't care what she was talking about, at least
Yeah.
for this night.
You and
If
I
it was-
differ on many things, but that is one of them. I first of all, she's like that particular girl, if I'm remembering correctly, was just like she said nothing interesting to me.
Okay,
He
I
cares
get that.
about their personality.
Yeah.
I get that too, because if a
And,
girl,
yeah, I don't
Sounds like
care.
you might
no, if a
not.
girl and I don't relate on anything,
Yeah.
it will be a turnoff. She
Yeah.
was just cute enough
She was
where I would have
energy
like.
sucking.
It wouldn't
for
have
me.
mattered. Yeah, for
no,
most
but
guys,
Whatever.
are
Some
like,
girls don't even want
usually-
to talk to me.
Sorry.
No, it's all good.
Sure.
I don't want to talk over. Sorry.
Usually, when a girl is that type, I'm like, she can kind of talk about whatever, and as long as she's not as annoying as you apparently said, then yeah.
She wasn't annoying. I wasn't saying she was annoying. You made
Said
me
she
pick. You
wasn't-
made me pick
yeah.
out a reason
He
to
said
tell
she
you.
was no. You said that you were not interested. Basically,
Yeah,
right?
and I had to pick
She was
one
energy
of the
sucking, you
reasons.
said.
That's also true.
Okay, so
Then
that's-
like
you
that.
know what?
Every time we
Sorry.
spoke, the conversation was like I had to give her something to tell.
Yeah.
I was like so annoyed
She
by
wasn't
that.
annoying. She was energy sucking.
that is annoying.
And then
That's
I
way
did give
nicer.
her time, and then
You
I
did
gave,
say
and then I gave her an entire like. I went to talk to her. I was like, "This is gonna be the time. I'm gonna give her my time."
Your audition for her.
Honestly,
Not
dude,
an
I
audition,
respect
but like
this.
but I'm out and I'm talking to a lot of people,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm choosing. Okay, I'll give her the time now because I owe it to her at least to talk to her. And when I tried,
I
everything
respect
she
this
just
now,
kept putting
yeah.
it back on me. She's like, I was like, so tell me about you. And she's like, well, what do you want to know about me? I'm like, literally anything.
Oh, I hate when
All
girls
right,
do
yeah.
I'm
that.
like, just
You
tell
know
me.
what?
I'm like,
girls are really annoying.
dude, I was like, what's interesting
But
about
what is that move by girls? They're like, what do you want to know
because
about
they're trying
me?
to
It's
play,
like, bro,
because she's
I don't
young
care,
and she's trying to
man.
be
You
mysterious
fit my
and
whole
she's trying to
fist
be
in your
yeah,
sexy.
what am I supposed to say?
Because she's young, she's trying to be like sexy and mysterious, and that's how she thinks she's supposed to
So
do it.
not
But
mysterious.
to me, it's like I'm not.
A hot girl is not mysterious.
whatever. But
Just not.
We've seen it.
It's just not
we've all
mysterious.
I don't want to be like crapping on a girl for no
it's
reason.
Okay.
But
We don't even
that's
know
not
her.
what I-
Nah,
Yeah.
fuck
None of
her,
us-
dude.
Nobody knows her.
Calling
We don't even
girls
know her name.
sluts and stuff.
I didn't say that.
yeah,
I
but
didn't-
the thing does.
well, that's
Right.
Alex.
I
Alex
know.
is doing that, not me or you.
I know, but
I press the button every time.
I know.
It's me.
Every time a
I
girl
want
gets
everyone to
mentioned,
know
you
that
call 'em
out
a
there
slut.
too.
I
It's
know.
not every girl.
Well,
So
it's
far
just
in
been
this
a lot of them.
podcast, it's been every girl.
has
Whatever, dude.
You opened with faggot.
Well,
I
that's
opened about a
different.
story about a drop I used to have where the guy said faggot.
That's true.
It's very different. Use context. And it's one of the drops. I want to
know.
press it.
I get it.
I'm not calling them sluts. It's the slut drop. You're making it seem like I hate women.
Oh, whoa.
I wouldn't say
You guys
that.
I
got
do
a
not.
fight?
I've already said I love the only woman we haven't brought up by name.
Oh,
And I do.
love?
I do.
You
She's
don't
sweet.
love her.
I do. See, if I really give it away,
You don't
it'll
love
really
her.
give it away.
There's nobody.
I do.
There's nobody in comedy you love. I guarantee.
She
you.
has fed me on numerous occasions.
fed you.
He might
Yes.
love her.
You don't love her.
You don't get to
We've all
decide that.
been to the same party where
So,
she's
yeah.
fed us a lot of food.
Fed? Who the fuck? What the? I don't
Now
know.
I'm like
yeah, now I know what the
very,
fuck's going
very
on. Who the fuck are you
confused at
talking
the-
about?
Who-
Who's fed us?
No one's ever done that.
Because they have. We've gone to a party in Queens and there's a lot of food at
Listen,
this party.
I can't think of the last time a girl bought
food
me
at this
anything.
party.
Seriously.
What do you mean? It's always
Yeah,
the same.
that's
Girls don't
not
buy
true.
me
It's a
anything.
fucking.
No girl has ever bought me
It's
anything.
not like all. She hasn't sat the three of us down and been
Yeah.
like, "Here, binga, binga, manja."
No.
Right.
No, we've all been at a party and there's a big spread,
A party with
sandwiches,
sandwich.
mozzarella.
Oh, that's not who I
That's
thought.
not
it was.
who he was talking
my
about.
bad.
That's
not what I
on
was
me.
talking about. So
Well, I love that girl.
I would have said Kitty. I don't care.
You
She-
mean Kitty,
Kitty
Reynolds?
We had an
dude.
episode together, me and her.
He was
honestly.
talking- he was-
You said she was on this podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
That's not
there's
the
a
only
lot
girls
of
that have been
other
on your.
girls.
There's other girls on your podcast.
Who else call you?
Doesn't
a
matter.
pussy?
It doesn't matter.
I'll figure it out one
That's
day.
why I didn't get the impression or anything. Like I was,
Yeah.
I didn't think
It made sense to me because
Yeah.
she's very prolific with her content. So I figured
No,
you'd talk to her.
well,
And she
go
would
ahead.
call you a
no.
pussy. And she has
Fair
good
enough.
food.
But she
That was my
I
thing.
don't think she would.
This is the
honestly.
thing. She,
Not to my face.
I
don't
know Kitty pretty well. She would not call Dean a pussy
No.
for that.
Oh, she would say
she would understand
later,
she
but
would
not to
probably
me.
Understand
Who?
it.
All right,
No.
you know what? I'm gonna question. I'm gonna go through my list. I'm gonna invite them all on.
It's really not that big
and
a
that's
deal.
gonna be the driving force of my life.
I can tell.
for the next
Wow.
year.
I know.
What is? Wait, what's going to drive your life?
I'm not gonna do
Trying to figure out who the person
I'm not
is
even
as
gonna
a
do
bit.
We'll just tell you after.
Once this podcast is over, I won't even bring it up again.
Okay.
It's fine. It's not a big deal.
If I look fat in the clips, I might not share them.
It's okay. I don't know if I'll make clips.
Sorry, that was supposed
Why?
to get you guys to
So
laugh.
disrespectful.
I was so
Oh,
kidding
okay.
about
You wouldn't
that.
help the podcast.
I would try, yeah. Just try and make me look cute. And if you can't, then
I would only want to be
Photoshop
clipped
it.
if it was funny for more than 5 seconds for me.
There's a few.
I want to be funnier for more. If I wasn't funny for even more than 5 seconds, don't clip it.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, man. I'm not going to stress.
Run the clip
host.
by.
I see the
Run
clips
by
I'm like
us.
on. I hate what I'm like online. Honestly,
So then just
You
send-
are horrible.
I know.
Wow.
I'm just kidding.
I agree though. All the
so
things I've
mean all the
Dude.
time. This guy.
This could
No
be
one else
the.
did
You can make this the clip of me just telling the audience, look at all my clips down below, and everything that's not comedy, even arguably some of the comedy, it's all bad. I mean,
Yeah, it's not good.
it's just me talking, looking lame around everybody I know. For some reason, I can't ever look cool around any people.
You have good
on
hair.
film.
You
yeah.
have great hair.
Oh, I get subjected by guys and women.
you mean
basically.
objectified?
I'm
I've been
not
getting
even
objectified
smart.
about my hair.
You
as well.
get
You have good hair too.
subjected? That's kind of a crazy.
This is
I'm
a
a
good hair
subject.
podcast.
yeah.
That'd be a worthwhile.
People
clip.
contextualize Dean whenever they see him.
Contextual,
They just
yeah.
create- yeah.
People got a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. A lot
Yeah.
of things about me too. People assume I
You're gay.
Like, yeah, I'm
No.
gay.
I'm just kidding.
I don't know. They assume,
Sorry, that
Do,
wasn't
do,
good.
do, 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 do.
Yeah.
I don't know. Not
Johnny
too many
Bravo.
assumptions about me, I guess.
Assumptions.
Yeah.
People make assumptions. I'm sure.
People do. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm
They
gay,
assume
tall, people think because I'm from Connecticut, I'm like privileged, but I'm not.
Well, not all of Connecticut is super
Privileged
wealthy.
from Connecticut.
Like
I mean, yeah, probably in
country
some
club
ways.
type shit.
No,
I mean, you
not
know,
all of
country
Connecticut.
club.
I guess the location.
I don't know if you're in a
of
country club,
Connecticut.
you're privileged. That's not even fun.
That's what people think of when they
Country
think of
club.
Connecticut.
That's
Yeah.
pretty privileged.
I know, but who wants to be in a
Nobody,
country
but
club?
it's a measure of wealth.
Yeah.
if
Great.
your
It's
family
just-
belongs.
yeah.
I hate that is real.
They also don't allow Jews.
Dude, they hate poor people. Like people want me to die. Like
People don't want you to die.
the
Well, who?
rich,
Who wants
are
you to
like, hey,
die?
we're rich and we love having things, and we don't want you in there with us.
That's true.
That's how rich people
Yeah.
are like, hey, we have all this money and all these
Yeah.
reasons we have, and we use it to make really aesthetically pleasing, nice things.
And we keep you out.
Yeah, we don't let people like you in because you have no money for,
Yeah.
and we don't care about you.
Yeah,
and
we
that's
just like
the
peace
world.
and happiness.
Welcome to
It's so
America,
hard to be
baby.
happy knowing
Yo.
that that's a piece of reality. Honestly,
You got to make the dough, dude.
Yeah, you
great.
gotta-
and
you
so
gotta
until I make
it.
dough, I should die and see ugly things with ugly people around me
Exactly.
all the time. I should just be in alleyways with little fucking drops of water coming down the fucking faucets and
Like where Spawn wakes up.
yeah,
in the
and I
movie
should only
Spawn.
talk to 70-year-old men who are all cracked out, and those should be my conversations because I was abandoned by my father.
I mean, that's not what you had.
Is what
You're
the
ch-
world
It seems like
seems to
you're
tell
choosing
people.
that, but yeah.
I didn't choose.
Dude, I think the world's against me a few times.
It's not the world
You know
against
what I
me.
mean?
I'm saying poor people in
But
general.
I also realize that's just a thought, and it's not real.
It isn't. It is real.
Technology is against me.
It is real.
It's against you.
That
the
way,
world.
your
You're
understanding of the situation is thoughts aren't real, or
Yeah, what are you
mean?
saying? It's
What are you
not
trying
No,
to say?
like the idea that the world is against you isn't real.
I think the
Like
world's
sometimes
you're
against
making
me.
it up yourself.
Yeah,
Got
not
it.
making. I'm
It's
like
a thought that
Yeah,
you
a lot
have.
of bad things have happened.
Yeah, I'd love to walk into
Yeah.
Soho House. I'd love how that would go for me. Let's see how Soho House treats me when I walk in.
I hope they kick you out.
He's done shows there.
One, and then they closed down apparently.
Good.
Did they really?
Or their comedy thing is over. I don't know what happened. But hey, and when I got there, you know who was there at that Soho House show? Comedians who I only see at really good places and never the places or, people who you wouldn't say are good or at. So how does that make you feel? Knowing that yeah, I mean, dude,
Yeah.
imagine walking into that show. And
That's
you're like,
every
oh,
show I go into, honestly.
I
right
guess.
now, where I am in comedy.
Whatever.
I walk in and I go, I've made some poor decisions.
Yeah, I mean, basically.
Not your guys' show. Other shows.
I like going to our show.
No, I enjoy
But
your
I
show
agree
a lot.
about other people's shows.
So other shows I walk
They suck.
into, I go, hey,
Put very little effort in.
I asked for this, and do you hate me?
Yeah.
do you? When I
Yeah.
asked for this, were you like, I'm gonna fuck you over for asking me?
Yeah.
That's what it feels like sometimes.
I understand what you're saying.
And I'm not saying anyone specifically. It's just some shows you go to, you're like, this is.
I do think people are that petty, honestly.
They are.
Maybe.
There's bad.
A person
people.
would be like, oh, my ego has been disrupted. I will be forever.
Oh, in comedy
hurtful.
especially, dude. You could tell someone they smell, and when they open, a club in Bushwick, they don't want to ever book you.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Oh, yeah.
Narrowed down to like 4 people.
Yeah, by doing this podcast, I got myself like kicked out of Tiny Cupboard.
Oh,
Dude,
that's fun.
this apparently happened to me too.
Yeah, they think
Really?
that this
Yeah.
Alex is this Alex.
I think they mixed us up.
and
or
they think
something.
because I do
they-
a show with this Alex that
Yeah.
that I'm doing
They
a show
knew
with
it
this
was me,
Alex.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so they kicked me out of Tiny Cupboard.
Can we just clear the
Because
air?
of
Could
this
be the clip?
podcast?
Sure, and you could post this as a clip to
I
Tiny
was
Cupboard
kidding.
and say, "Hey, thanks for not liking us
Yeah.
or anything that we do." Even though all I ever did was come to the shows you booked me on and tried my very hardest.
We
Yeah.
could do that because I did a show.
Sorry, you
there.
don't like who my friends are or
We
whatever.
could make a clip of this. Yeah, I did a show at Tiny Cupboard. During the show,
I wouldn't even say we hang out all the time, me and these guys. I mean, we never. Us three.
It was me,
let
my
me
part
just
of the
say,
clip
us
right
three
there.
never hang out. Us three, just
That's
us
not
three
true.
anywhere
That's not
other
true.
than here.
Dean's liar.
That's not.
If
not
you're
true.
watching this Tiny Cupboard,
If we're at a comedy thing, we'll all be together, sure. But us three have never decided
true.
to all
We
be
have
just us three
Two
anywhere
other times.
ever.
2 other times.
And they
Podcasting.
were all related to podcasting or
Correct.
comedy.
Yeah.
It has never once happened that we hung out.
So what?
outside.
Tiny Cupboard doesn't
But Tiny
care about
Cupboard's
that.
under the impression that we're like the best of friends. And
We
that-
might as
that-
well be.
And that's why they kicked me out. So just put clip this and tag.
I'm
them.
not going to clip that. I'll clip this. Tiny Cupboard fucking sucks dick.
If you see that's
And I hope those
I don't wanna
landlords.
isn't it great?
I
He's
hope
sitting
those
next to
took,
you.
fucking
uh,
landlords
I
who aren't
commuted
even
an hour to ruin a relationship with another club.
who aren't
further.
even comedy bookers.
We
They're
have that.
landlords. Hope those landlords get citationed and they eventually have to shut down.
So look,
Okay, I
clearly
hear
my career is going nowhere.
guys.
Oh,
can
the
we-
Tiny Cupboard helped how many people?
no, not many, but can we please
Self-destructive.
edit this out, please? I
Zero.
don't want this to go up.
I'm not
guess.
putting it up as a clip.
Thank you. Or at all. All right, whatever.
It doesn't
They
matter.
blocked me on everything.
Ah,
They're not going to see this.
interesting.
enough.
They'll never listen. If they do, I don't care if they live or die.
There you go. That's reasonable. That actually
I'm indifferent to them
yeah.
because they literally they didn't even trial with no jury or no trial. They were just like, you're done. And I was like, I did. And it's bullshit. It's because of the name of the podcast. Yes, offense. Fuck
It
that.
is asking for something.
That's insane. To do it over a
What,
name.
it's asking
that's
for something,
so
the name?
crazy.
I guess. I mean, you're,
No, it's
you're,
not.
It's not.
It's
typical.
wordplay, dude.
It's
I
wordplay.
guess.
It's telling. If
come
you
on.
don't
Yeah,
want
fine.
to listen to
I'm
this
being-
shit,
I'm
don't
being a
listen.
bitch. I'm being a bitch.
You're not being a
No,
bitch.
you're
In a
good
way,
guy.
I'm subjecting myself to their opinion for the greater good of myself, which is kind of lame.
Yeah, man, you're beyond the tiny. Both of you
Yeah.
are beyond the Tiny Cupboard. You just
Thank
spots
you.
at the stand.
Beyond.
Who gives a fuck?
The Stand.
I'm just saying that's a legit club
Different
compared
comedy
to the Tiny
clubs.
Cupboard.
All the comedians are different.
I know.
Not always though. There's some crossover for sure.
little.
Like New
Some
York
little.
and the Stand and the Cellar, they all kind of commingle a little bit.
A little.
Yeah.
There's.
They
I don't really want to get too much into this because I have some very steep
agree.
opinions about comedy clubs.
We can drop it.
That's kind of all I have about them. There's no because I don't know how to get into them, and once I get into that one, that'll be the best club
You
I've
can't
ever
talk
been
like
to
that,
ever.
though. It makes you sound bad if you hate them before you got in.
No, I don't hate them. I'm just confused about the process.
You can hate
And
them after.
some of them.
You can hate them after you're in.
There's some of them where you go, I don't know what your booking is, but whoever is doing it should be shot in the back of the head.
That's not a good way to look at it.
No,
though.
it is. There's two
No,
places.
It's not.
That's
It's not
it.
a good
That's
way
all
to
I'm saying.
Because it's like saying
It's
your
not
opinions
not-
are better than others.
It's not my opinion. I'm wondering what their opinion is. And-
Their opinion is that they should book those people.
Yeah, and it's a bad.
So you don't have to
opinion.
wonder.
So that's
Right,
my
'cause,
opinion.
Yeah, you think your opinion
Yeah,
is better
it's-
than their opinion. That's what's
Yeah,
wrong about
it's
that.
but it's also like, I'm not again. Okay, I'm not saying I'm the
In this scenario,
the
you are.
the grand wizard of comedy.
In this
but
scenario,
there's
you are.
certain people where you're like, okay, you just want to attract the worst fans to
By
comedy.
the way, the Grand Wizard of
Yeah.
comedy.
Yeah.
Do you know what a Grand Wizard is?
A really
it's
good
the,
wizard, I
It's the,
think.
no, it's the
KKK
highest
guy.
ranking member in the KKK.
Yeah.
Why do you
Oh,
keep
wow.
doing
I didn't
this?
mean to do that.
Look at
That
that,
one was
yeah.
actually by
This
accident.
guy,
I
he
mean
just
that.
keeps
yeah,
burying
this guy's
himself.
better than all the comics at the clubs.
You could have said the best comedian. You said the Grand Wizard of comedy. What is wrong with
I
you?
know, man.
dude.
I didn't mean it like that.
Well, how could you mean it?
I didn't think about it.
I
I didn't even know what that meant. I thought you were talking about literal
I
wizards.
literally
Like,
actually meant
I
wizardry.
thought like dark magician.
That's the
Oh,
thing.
you did? You meant?
I meant
That's what I
it.
thought.
A grand wizard.
The Grand
come on.
Wizard
That
is
a
though the KKK.
I thought it was like dark magician from Yu-Gi-Oh or
I
something.
didn't. Yeah.
like.
In my
kinda look
defense,
like that.
it's
Grand
literally
wizard.
just
Yeah, they
what
do look
popped
like
in
that.
my
They got the thing.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
fuck.
pointy
That's
head.
kinda fucked
So
up.
all right, my bad. That's my bad. No,
okay.
there's certain places where you go. This is not comedy. Is not the goal.
We all get
It's-
what you're
yeah.
saying, and I
It's-
get what Dean's saying.
Hey,
What
let's
Dean-
get the hottest people who are
Right.
doing comedy
well, they bring
and
they,
put them in front of
It's
you.
business.
Well, the idea,
Sure.
there is a room for criticism of how the clubs book, and also
There's no such
a
thing as
lot of-
hot people comedy. It's
Hold
not
on,
good.
hold on, and there is a lot of validity.
That's an absolute statement.
There is a
Sure.
lot of validity to what Dean is saying as well. Like your mindset should not be these people all suck and that they don't know what they're doing. You should be more open
Right.
to
It's your ego getting in the way.
yeah.
It's two specific places.
Can you
Okay,
admit though,
okay, but hold on.
self-awarely?
But-
I'm just wondering before you even say what you're saying.
Yeah.
Could you even admit, as a self-aware person, that it is your ego getting in the way? Even just for a second, could you admit that?
Sure, I could actually go
That's all I
hang
need.
out at these places.
No, I didn't say that.
and
I'm just
try to-
asking
Yeah.
We didn't
if
ask if
you
you wanted to hang out
could
at these
admit
places.
that it was a ego thing, even a little bit. Could you admit that?
He said
Yeah, because I should. Yes,
Okay,
I'm
that's all I
better
needed
than.
to-
I could name this place. I'm better than 90% of the
I'm
comics they
better
book.
than is an ego statement.
He's
Yes,
saying
it
yes.
is. Yes,
Gotcha.
That's why he's saying yes.
But
Gotcha.
I believe this, and you should believe this too as a comic.
I don't think I'm better than anybody.
Okay,
I don't think I'm better than anybody.
that's a lie.
That is a lie. That is a lie,
Comedically.
but I understand the
I'm not
mindset.
talking-
I actually
No,
think
no,
I'm
no.
worse than most
No, no, no.
people.
I'm
Honestly.
not talking about
I do.
I'm like
you as a
underdeveloped.
person because you're a bad person. Yes,
Sure.
I'm just kidding.
That's
I'm just
fine.
kidding.
I
I'm
can
saying
take that.
comedically. I'm saying comedically.
Hit him again.
Sure, do I think I'm a better comic than some other comics
Yeah.
that have been doing comedy for 2 months and I'm
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
14 years in? Yeah, I think I'm better than them.
Yes,
rightfully
And you should-
so.
Yes, exactly.
But
That's what I'm saying.
I don't mean I deserve more than them or I'm a better person
see?
than them or like I don't think I deserve anything. I just
I'm not
you know
saying
what I mean? Like,
deserve. I'm saying I want to meet the person who's booking because whatever they see in this asshole, they should be able to see me one time and go.
you meeting them is
But
not.
that is-
No one's forbidding you from meeting people.
And also, that is not. They're not. They don't care about the same thing.
Yeah, and they don't care about
caring
how funny the guy is.
Yeah, a
They're
lot
not-
of times
like,
they're
oh,
not. And that's not
Maybe
good
some
either.
people do.
And that's-
Comics usually do in
But
that
hold on,
way.
Dean.
Yeah, yeah,
Dean,
yeah.
this
Sure,
is my
all
point from
right.
before.
Okay, so
Is that there's room to criticize comedy bookers that are booking people that just have big followings to try and make a quick buck and sell tickets and have a bad product on stage. There are comics that do that, or clubs that do that.
Yeah.
And that's not great.
Yeah.
So I understand what he's saying,
but they're not.
but it's not healthy for.
But they don't even owe us anything
that
by
mindset.
like if a club
Yeah,
I'm
opens.
not saying they
and,
do.
and how they function isn't great. It's like they don't have to book me because that would be the right thing to do. That's a wrong way to
No,
look
I just
at it.
wish
Like,
there was a place that there was some like.
there are places like that too. You know,
Sure.
there are.
But he didn't demand to be booked. He did
I'm not
just say
demanding
he
to be
wants to
booked.
understand.
I
what
want to
these people
understand
are
I'm saying
how
this
to
to be helpful.
Yeah, I want to understand how to be
maybe you
booked
think I'd
besides
be.
sitting at a bar till 4 a.m. with someone who I don't want to talk
You
to.
don't have to do that.
That's what it seems like.
you don't.
That's what everyone else makes it
I
seem
know.
like.
That's why. Who's everyone else?
Then
Other
tell me
morons
the
that don't
place
know
I don't
anything?
have to do that, and I'll go
Every
there.
place.
Just send me there then, and tell me the days to go, so I'm not wasting time.
Dude,
That is not how life
you
works,
interact
man.
with the world is a decision you can choose to make.
Yeah, all right.
Whatever. I don't.
Yeah, you
I don't
did
mean
say
to,
you didn't want to talk.
I didn't
about
want to talk about this because this is not how I want to talk
I'm
about
not
it.
trying to keep it going.
Because how I
That's fine.
okay, how I want to talk about it is very blunt, and I want to
Yeah.
use names, and it's just simple of like
Okay.
these people suck. They shouldn't even be doing comedy, let alone be booked,
But that's
and that's
know,
that.
Let him.
And
say
that's
his
that.
thing.
That's true. And you think that about other people too.
I know that if
And
I
there's
do,
certain
that's the
places
wrong way to
that
think.
hone that.
That's,
Instead
when
of
I think that, I'm aware I'm being wrong in every way. And I know I'm not going to benefit by doing that. And I do it because I hate myself and I want myself to suffer more.
I don't go
Not
to certain
because-
places anymore
not
because
because
I've
I think
realized
I'm right, you know? I
I've
know I'm
realized
wrong.
there's no point in networking there because they don't want to even talk to me. So I don't do that.
I think you can change people's attitudes about you.
Yeah,
Sure.
That's true.
Sure, I could. Yeah.
you could always do that.
I say this as a
Anyone
friend.
I know.
I say this to be, helpful, not to put you down.
No, it's fine.
My ego gets in the way of my life too.
Yeah,
It's
it
not a
keeps
good
me
thing.
from going out, but that's what I don't. Yeah, I'm looking towards. I'll get booked different ways. I'm not going to spend time at a bar at 4 a.m. That's what I mean. I don't know.
I was
I'm not
like
gonna talk
doing
about
this
this.
grind at one point too, and I didn't like it either. But you don't really have to do it at all. Truly,
I know.
He doesn't. He never did it. He never hangs out anywhere.
I know.
Alex
I
never
realize
even goes out.
Thank
That's
you.
what I'm talking about. Yeah, I know
Just
that.
be like Alex.
Yeah,
but I can still
just
hate
find a
from
guy.
afar, and
You gotta
shit's,
find-
and you can still acknowledge shit sucks. Like
No,
this
dude.
is yes, because there is.
Oh yeah, you can.
You can
can.
acknowledge something sucks, but you can't hold on to your false thought. Like
You
it's
don't
like it's
want-
like it's the right way to think if it doesn't serve you. And in your case, I don't think the way that you're upset
It's not
serves you.
It doesn't even matter. It's just a fact that there's certain places that pump out shit comedy.
You're allowed to say that.
Yeah.
That's fair.
You can say that,
Yeah,
but you can't.
It's not
I mean,
helping you.
But I
you
could
say,
say,
let him say it. Let him.
you could say,
I'm not calling them out by name, and they're
Listen,
people I
you tried.
like. Even there's
You
little,
tried, and he's
sure, but you're saying
Yeah,
it's a fact. I mean, what's a
It
fact?
is.
A fact is a fact.
It is.
A fact is like
that's
what
true in any
what the
time in
capital of
comedy.
the state is.
That's
you know
true in
what I
any
mean?
time in comedy, though. We can let's name let's specifically.
Shit
There's
is also subjective to an opinion.
there's certain
Perspective.
mics that go on at the Pine Box in Brooklyn.
Okay.
It harnesses.
Why are we naming it?
I'm naming this fate
fine.
for
Okay,
myself.
fair enough.
That harnesses some of the worst comics you and I will never meet.
That's okay.
Because they don't even do comedy. They just go there, they go on stage, and they go, "These are my pronouns. I don't like gentrifiers. Black Lives Matter. Free the immigrants." They leave the stage.
That's
Alex,
okay.
Hold on,
That's
hold on a
fact.
minute. Hold on a minute.
That's
hold on a
fine
minute.
that they.
That's
do
fine,
that.
but that's-
hold on. Can
That's
I?
fine.
That sucks.
Can I please say something?
Yeah, you don't have to be a part of that.
Can I?
I'm not. I don't go there. That's not even
let
the
Alex
places
say what
I'm
he
even
wants
talking
to
about.
say.
I'm just saying.
Why are you letting an open mic in Brooklyn
Yeah.
and these
This
like,
happened like 2 years
no,
ago.
but why are you letting that upset you?
Yeah.
It's
Who
not
cares?
upsetting
Crazy.
me. Yeah, how am I getting upset? I'm
Well, you
telling
sound
you
very
what's
upset.
happening.
You do sound pretty angry. I mean,
That's what. No, I'm saying that exists.
Right.
so,
right.
So,
Okay.
so do terrorists.
It's an open mic.
Yeah, but
Anyone could go. So of course
that's always that's my point, though.
Oh,
It's
I
always
see.
existed. Like
Okay.
at any level, it exists.
It existed even back then. It exists.
Yeah, it exists in the '80s.
Yeah. So it's always existed.
So then what do you mean?
So what, you're upset about it for existing before?
No, I don't. Honestly, I don't know what we're talking about anymore. I didn't want to keep talking about
All right.
this. I'm
You
gonna
said
leave
that
it in.
2 times, but there's no way I'm the one that's making it keep happening. I'm not.
Because you like want me to be like
I didn't.
You
You
have
cut-
like an ego death over it, but I'm not.
Ha, that's funny.
This
You
you
acknowledge
guys
a
think
self-aware moment.
you guys
That's pretty
think
funny.
me acknowledging that there's certain people who are terrible at comedy
That's
is
not
like
what I
a
want.
bad thing. It's like it's
Oh.
just a fact.
No,
I
you're
see
allowed
it.
to do
Yeah,
that.
but why do you even care?
It's not a care. It's a fact, Dean.
It's not.
You can
a
you can
fact.
be. Yes,
Facts
it is.
don't work like that.
Yes,
That's
they
not
do.
how
There's
facts
people who go
are.
on stage all the time and bomb. And people still book
They're not
them.
even what you think they are. They are how you see them in your world.
Sure, I
They're
sit
not
in a
even all
room
those
and watch
things.
other people not laugh, and it's me.
Dude, who cares about that? Who cares if they're not getting laughs?
If you watch,
Who cares?
if you watch a movie where someone's doing a bad job acting, you turn the movie off.
I don't care what other people are doing at all.
Okay, that's you.
But why do you?
It's not that I don't care. It exists, and there's.
I know it exists
At least in
also,
other
but we
art
both feel
forms,
differently.
like movies, music. People will go click or turn it off, or at least be like, "That was whack for the time."
I agree with you.
Whatever
That happens.
Yeah.
So I don't disagree. It exists.
So maybe in 10
I
years
guess I just
you will
feel
look back
differently.
and say that person sucked, this person sucked.
I could say it now, but I don't care at all.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Maybe you should just not care about those things.
I try not to. I'm just acknowledging that it happens, and for some reason, some people make money off it, and everyone's okay with that.
That's always-
seems
that's-
like you're upset about that.
Yeah, I'm
I think we
upset about
found
that
it.
too.
I think
but
we
like,
found-
Upset is it's
Whatever,
not
you know,
really
like-
upset. It's just what's
Frustrated.
happening. Yeah, of course. Like the
well,
fact
what's
that
happening?
you
What do you think? What we're doing is so advanced. We should get money for this.
compared to other people,
Really,
yes.
this with one fucking phone, filming us with your thing that keeps lagging off, and you keep hitting your Xbox controller.
Yeah.
This should earn you some
No,
high
I'm not saying
status.
this. I'm saying clubs. You're now insulting this.
Well, because you're talking like what we do is such gold, and what they're doing is such garbage, and that they
It
shouldn't
is,
make any
though.
money for it.
It is
What the
trash.
fuck are we doing that's so amazing? I mean, I'm not trying to shit on our lives necessarily, but like I'm trying to put your mind in a have some perspective here. I mean, Jesus, dude,
Okay.
give
Fair
yourself
enough.
give yourself a little perspective. You know what I mean? Like,
Sure.
is this
Sure.
really advanced
No,
technological
but this is-
worth people tuning into? You think? Can you even imagine people that you know, that we know, sitting on the other end of this camera watching us talk? Do you even think they'd be interested?
Yes, they actually probably will be really interested in this part, actually.
Maybe so for this because it's authentic.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, can you see though my point of like that?
No.
we're not making
No, I
We
don't
have more to
now.
learn.
You've actually just proved my point that people will watch it just for this.
Maybe so, but it's only because we're being real, not being silly, not trying to make clip content stuff. Maybe at this point,
Yeah.
but
And that's what I do. So if these whatever they're doing want to make horrible clips that everyone pretends to like and everyone says, "Hey, I don't like it, but it's, it's working." You do that. You can acknowledge and accept that. I'll be the one of the people in the world who goes, "This actually sucks." And everyone else can go, "You're a hater." And I'll go, "No, it actually
you're kind of doing that thing again where you're making yourself a hero.
I'm not a hero. When I don't like something, I have no problem saying I don't like it. Everyone else, for some reason, looks at this and
but
goes,
you're looking at everyone else like they're weak and fake and being shitty.
for
and,
certain things they are. Yes.
Catcher
Yes.
in the Rye.
Yeah.
Holden Caulfield.
Right, yeah.
Dude,
Calling you,
some people are phonies, yes.
Oh, come on. Everyone knows that guy's not a good guy to be
no,
like.
I never read the book either.
What?
I never had to.
Oh, great. I never saw Goonies, and he never saw
Yes, I never read Catcher in the Rye.
Listen,
You're the guy from Catcher in the Rye.
me?
You can be in real
You
life.
guys are
and you
both
know
the
it.
guy, dude.
Maybe. Well, I agree. If I am that, again, I would say I would hate that about myself. Like, I wouldn't like that about myself.
He's covered it already.
Yeah, I didn't have
You
to
covered
yeah.
your bases. You're
I
like,
was gonna say,
if I've ever been like that, I already hate myself, so it's fine.
Right.
Yeah, we didn't-
No, I don't think it's
yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
We
I
didn't have
know.
to go on
It's not
this.
fine.
Yeah.
It's not fine.
I got that part.
I'm not fine.
Nothing's fine.
Nothing is fine.
Like, we also act like we haven't been outside of this.
I turned
Said
30
like
in, like,
someone
less than a month,
sucks.
dude.
This
Yeah.
comic sucks. Their attitude sucks. Like,
I
this is
guess.
what it is.
I turned 30 in, like less than a month. That's what I'm thinking about. Gonna
That's
be
cool.
30.
I had a fun 30th birthday.
Me too. Wait, I think I did. I don't remember. Wait, nope, it was bad. I'd take it back.
What? All right.
was
Well,
bad.
listen. I mean,
Ex-girlfriend just complained the whole night. We were together at the time.
on your birthday.
Yep, it's fine.
That's,
She's like, "You don't want to have
selfish.
kids and
You
get
had a
married with
girlfriend?
me."
That's
at the
pretty
time.
cool.
At the time, yeah.
it seems like it sucked.
It was not
pretty
good. No, it was a
selfish
bit, and I
of
had
her.
a show, and I did the show, and it was
Yeah.
just like I was all stressed, and afterwards she was still complaining, and I was like, "All right, this is my life." So
Damn.
It doesn't, yeah. But I've had way better birthdays since then.
Nice.
So if you guys want to end there, we can. We went well
I hope.
over
I
our
don't know.
time.
What do you think? And he's shaking his head like
No,
we should have ended a long time ago.
I don't
maybe.
know, man. No.
I'll leave it in. I don't care.
Dude,
I don't
listen.
care. I don't
I
care.
didn't know where. I just.
I think some of the
I
things
let
he
you
said-
guys go at it.
That
I tried
argument
to-
could have been clippable, in my opinion. Like, there's clips in that.
Yeah,
if
well,
you're willing
except
to,
that I'm this asshole sitting in the middle, not saying anything.
that's your choice.
Yeah, because you
You
guys
chose to not say anything.
No, because if I do,
I
it's
don't
all
even
three of
remember how it started.
It's all
or
three of us
where-
talking
yeah.
at the exact same time, so I can't fucking do it.
I don't remember how
You're
it
making
started.
it seem like we made you not talk, which is lame.
I did
Like,
not.
you have power. You could have.
I
said
could have.
stuff.
It would have made it worse. Like it would.
No, it wouldn't have.
Yeah, it would have made
No,
it
you
illegible.
So it's bad. You're saying it's bad.
No, he's saying
I don't
three
know.
You
people,
said this was bad.
I
three
didn't say it
people
was bad.
talking. You did insult the whole set.
I didn't say it was like I wouldn't be here if I thought it was entirely bad. Or I thought you
I know.
were bad.
That's
I'm
what
just,
I was gonna
I'm just
point
putting
out, and I just-
perspective out there that what we're doing here isn't like advanced, amazing. We're not even in a podcast studio.
No, true, but
He's not talking about the content necessarily. I mean, he
Yeah.
did bring it up at some point about them getting paid, but I think you're more talking about bookers, clubs, stand-up live, people getting booked at stand-up comedy
Dude,
clubs, right?
there are people we all know who are just bad. Who you're like, why? And it's just
I don't think why. I don't.
I
care
did, I
that they're
want.
bad.
I just want to know what's going on in some people's
They have
heads.
a dream and they want to be
Not
good.
them, the fucking people booking it. I'm like,
They
yo,
like
did
those
you guys
people.
do blow one night? That'll make
Maybe.
sense to me.
Yeah, they
then
like
I'm like,
them.
all right, cool. I want
That's
to
the
know
answer.
the reason.
Why does anyone book anyone? Because they like
'Cause they
that
like
person.
them.
I mean, that's why.
Usually, yeah.
It doesn't have to be. Usually because they like them. Like, there's people who
Usually.
we've booked on our show who I don't even think are funny.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's bad.
yeah.
Well,
but if
well,
Alex
we've
wants
done
them,
it.
then I'll do it.
yeah.
I've done
And
it.
also,
No, no,
same with
I've-
Dean.
Yeah,
I've
same
done
with
it.
me. It was like,
No, that's different. All right, that's a
but
little
I
different.
like them, and I like
I was
them.
going to say, there you go. If you don't
even
like
though
them,
I like
I've
them,
had
I
people
do
I
not
don't
think they're funny.
I have booked.
No,
All right,
other
we're
way.
screaming
No,
again.
other way.
I gotta shut
I've
up.
had people on the show I don't really like, but I know
Stop
they're
with
funny.
that.
But every time I talk, it's like 4 people.
So just stop. Just
I'm thinking about what you were saying. The other person on the other side of this watching it, and it's like, blah, 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 blah. That's what it sounds like.
I know, but you're also what they're
You
gonna,
have
what
interrupted
they're-
a lot this
what-
podcast.
Me? Oh,
What's that?
You've interrupted a lot this podcast.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
everyone has.
I feel
Yeah.
honestly, you have too,
I feel,
and so have you.
I feel awful about it.
Yeah,
Well, if you're talking, what they're gonna think,
yeah.
what they're gonna see is a guy who's complaining that he can't talk instead of just talking.
Yeah, that's true. That's why that sucks.
But just stop doing
All right,
that.
I'm talking.
Say what you want.
I'm
The cat's
talking.
Look at him. He wants to be involved.
He
now.
wants this to be over. Do
fine.
We can clip.
No,
We can call it. I mean,
Fine.
because I don't have.
you have something you want to
No.
end with? Oh, okay.
Not really. I'll plug my stuff.
Yeah.
other than that.
If this wasn't
Go ahead.
enjoyable, I apologize. I don't know.
No, it's enjoyable. I think it got a little carried away. I don't mind it. It's
Wow.
if anyone makes it that far, they at least
What's
have
carried
something.
away even mean?
I think this happens a lot too. I think just acknowledging that people. I think for some reason I come off to people as like when I say, "Oh, this sucks" or something. Everyone's like, "That's energy you're putting out there." It's like, no, we all acknowledge things are bad or not good. I don't think it's bad to acknowledge it or know that it's in the world. I don't think that's a problem. And I don't think it's wrong. I don't think it's wrong to dislike things that you dislike, even openly, even if it makes other people uncomfortable, because other people probably have these same thoughts too. I find out all the time. I'll be like, do you even like this? And someone will be like, not really. And I'll be like, why do you know what I mean? You ever ask people? I asked my friend once, I was like, how's your job? And he goes, it's all right. I go, do you enjoy like your life working there? And he was like,
What a follow up.
I don't even.
follow-up.
Yeah, but he was like, I don't even know if I've ever thought about that. And I
That's
said,
crazy.
why not? And he goes, oh, fuck, I don't know. And I was like, maybe something to think about. He was like, I guess. But it almost like fucked his head up where he was like, I don't know. I just do what I do. You know what I mean? And it's like, why don't you question things? Question authority, Socrates. Like there should be a fucking. We are philosophized. I'm just kidding.
Oh,
I'm
come
kidding.
on.
I'm
Oh
kidding.
my God.
I'm kidding.
Come
I'm
on.
kidding.
It's like you just said it
I'm
up.
not
It's
that
like,
guy,
Your
but-
comedy could be that you're the guy that's not this guy. Like that could be what your
That
comedy
is very
is.
funny. Yeah.
Because you're so good at saying like exactly what they think you might say to discredit the point.
What do you want from me, man? I just don't want. Like, it's like when you think a band sucks and someone's like, then you don't have to listen to them. It's like,
Wait,
but why?
but that's true.
Certain bands,
Yeah,
certain
yes.
music
but
is atrocious.
Wait, hold on. No, music is
No.
almost the most subjective thing I can think of.
Right.
Like if
So is comedy. I mean,
if one
everything's
person
true.
likes music that is like a genre and another person doesn't like that genre,
True.
they should just not listen to that genre because they
Bad
don't like
example.
it. That's totally fine.
Completely bad example.
Yeah, what
That's
are you
on
going to
me.
go and be
Fuck.
like, you suck at making music?
No,
like,
there-
like,
yeah.
all the time. Like,
That is kind of how they feel about what
Sort
you're
of.
saying. You feel about comedy. It's like you are.
Not really.
Bad.
There is though. There like
How dare you even
There is
try.
music that like.
How dare you try to be
No,
a
it is
comedian.
this. I guess music and comedy are similar in that way, but there is some shit in music where people are like, "This is bad."
comedy is more personal, so I could understand having a hatred towards like a specific comedy because it is someone's like a little bit their personality.
And it's personal. It's like you don't like
Right.
that person.
Right. The music, you could hide behind the music. It's not like
Yeah, I'm
the
thinking
person.
If you
back
don't
to
like
my
Green,
rap
if you don't like
hating
one
days.
guy, if you don't like the drummer in Green Day personally, like you'd still tolerate Green Day because
Right.
if you don't like just the
Yeah, who
drummer,
cares?
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Oh well, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I've been wrong this whole time.
Maybe I'm
Well,
wrong.
that's a good question to ask yourself. Usually,
No, I could be because now I'm thinking about all my rap hating days. And how I used to be like this person
You hate
sucks.
rap? Yeah.
No, I used to be but I was wrong. I used to be a proponent of like street rap. You know what I mean? Like I only want to hear like the hard rap. And now I know. It's ridiculous. It's
hard
literally
rap.
ridiculous.
I just like, who are you sometimes,
I know, dude.
man? What,
This
that's
is the
you
old me.
only were
This is
like,
the old
I
me.
want people that killed people.
Exactly.
in my
I
rap.
was.
That's
I was
it.
like this up until
Everyone else isn't real. And
I'd
you're
say
like,
I
I'm
was
from Connecticut.
dude. I'd
also.
say I was like this up until like 2016. I'd say.
I think you're great.
Thank you.
I think you're great too.
Well, now maybe I'll think like this about comedy lately. I'll look back and be like, I was too hard on everyone.
Hey, I love to hear that. That's-
Maybe.
maybe I got that thing I wanted.
I'm also I'm not like a shock jock comic. I'm not like
I
you
didn't
have
say
to be
that.
I don't-
offensive. You
I
know what I
didn't
mean?
say that.
I just listen. I'm just busting your chops.
But that's my point. Is like I think I have a pretty decent gauge on something that's funny, even if I don't like it. Like
I agree. Listen, wait.
for example, who's
Could
the
I-
guy who does this thing?
Andrew Caster.
Andrew Cast. First time I saw him do this, I was like, "This is weird." 5 minutes in,
fuck?
less than no. He starts doing that. I go,
Sorry,
"That's weird."
Andrew.
Not into
Yeah,
this.
Sorry, Andrew.
We
No,
like
no,
you.
no.
We
Let
love
me
you.
finish my thought.
I know,
2
just
minutes
busting
in,
your
I'm
balls,
going.
dude.
I'm keeling over pissing my pants. I go, this is fucking hilarious.
Okay, so
and then afterwards I go, this is great. Not my style. Would I ever do that? No, but I like it. Jim Gaffigan, hate his stand-up. Is he funny? Yes. Not a fan of his style, but I acknowledge that he is funny.
That's fine, dude. You're
People
you're talking like you
now,
have to validate the
no,
fact
but
that you have thoughts.
the other thing I was talking about is completely separate, where there are people who suck and they should get shot.
He's saying that's a separate
Just
category.
kidding. I'm kidding, but seriously.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah.
I'm saying there's a serious.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Those people should get shot, Alex.
Anyway, I think.
Hey,
Yes.
you want to shoot him?
So
Yeah, you gonna shoot him?
Let's shoot him,
no,
Alex.
no, I'm not.
Firing squad.
How
This-
dare they even try to be funny?
But now that I've thought about my rap hate,
How could you,
You guys could
assholes?
be right, and again, I could be over exaggerating. So
Well,
we will.
if you-
I'll end this dissertation with
There you
saying,
go.
I'll tell you this.
You could be right. I might be wrong.
All I'll say is, if you ever got the
was some
guy,
growth.
See, and I think that's
fine,
I think
yeah.
if
That was
they
some
got through
tremendous
all this,
growth out
you know
of
what I mean?
Alex. Yeah.
Because I really, in real time, was like, damn, that music thing really got me. I'm like
Yeah.
kind of and then I really went back. I was like, the last time I argued about this was rap beef, like for real, being
There you
like,
go.
he's this guy, stupid dude.
Yeah, you get too into it sometimes with the things you like.
But wait a minute.
I hope
I'm not saying
hold on
too
one
into it. You know what I mean, though. Okay. Are we all right?
The film didn't die either. I would've
Nice.
really-
Yeah. Well, what
All
if
right, well-
Alex?
Look at that.
What if we're wrong, Alex, and he's been right the whole time?
I think
you know what?
What if these guys
we're
should
leaving
die?
it open for that. I'm open-minded to that idea. I think it would be very surprising if that was the case. I think it would be very surprising.
I would be surprised if it turned out, oh no, they should have died.
Nah, dude.
Yeah, we should
The
have shot
description
them.
of this will just say skip to wherever the conflict starts. This is gonna be good.
Okay.
It really will.
Maybe we just skip right to it.
I have
No,
problem.
no,
Cut all that
it'll be
beginning
Any of this
shit out.
could be clip worthy. I wouldn't have a problem with it.
Nah, man, this is great. I'm enjoying it.
All right.
Because we figured it out.
We did.
That's what honestly
We
what
got
I was
to the
worried
bottom
about.
of it.
I didn't want to end and be like, all right, let's keep talking about this
Yeah.
before you guys leave.
Yeah.
Just fucking,
Yeah.
No. All right.
That's-
So, yeah, plugs, guys. You guys.
come to Aggressively Show Comedy Show every
Yes,
Tuesday at
it
Gold
is.
Sounds,
It's
8 o'clock. 8:30
genuinely
show.
my favorite show to hang out with.
It's a really fun hang. Every
Definitely.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Come hang.
44 Wilson Avenue, Brooklyn, New York. For anyone that's listening.
It is fun that you guys had me on before I even moved, and you
Yeah.
still have me on now, and I
Yes,
really
we do.
appreciate it. Guys, follow me at Silly Sully on Instagram, and check out my other podcast, Super Silly Joes with Joe Gorman. Might have to. Anyway, no, figure out the name.
I
Yeah.
like Joe Gorman.
No, I love Joe Gorman. That's not his name. He's
I
not
know.
getting rid of his name.
That's funny you think that's what I meant. That was funny.
No, I'm being silly.
Silly
I don't
Sully.
think I have any like major dates. Thank you to if anyone listened to this and got to this point from the last two shows I've done at Concentric Brewing Company or the Elbow Room. Thank you so much for coming. I really had a good time, and I really got to like sharpen my teeth with those sets. And I need to do more of those because that was a lot of fun. That's it. Just subscribe, guys. Please subscribe to the podcast. Write a review on iTunes and Spotify if it's even getting uploaded there. It should be. Anyway. That's it.
I'm at Alex Pischera, and you're like Dean David, right? On
Not-
everything?
Dean David 95.
Oh, you're 95.
Not to be confused with David Dean, that fat white guy.
Yeah. Not that guy.
You're not that guy.
Not
No.
that guy.
Dean David 95.
Thanks for coming on, guys. This was really
Yeah, thanks for
cathartic.
having us, Alex.
Thank
I
you for
enjoyed
having
it.
me.
Bye.